really did that, though. Posting a picture is not talking, sweetheart. That's posting a picture. You post pictures with all your little friends. Whoop-de fucking do, bitch. Not once to this day still haven't explained a fuck thing in regards to any intimacy or otherwise. I'm just been calling you a weak ass bitch ass nigga because you are one. And your little retarded manly looking friend co-signs the shit. So she a weak minded bitch too. Like how the fuck do you feel? I've always wondered. I guess it's that mean girl shit in them. But how do y'all get off getting in the chat talking about you were just a fucking you were just a fuck? Like, how do you feel saying that to a woman? Especially a woman that's done nothing to you. Like, how does that make you feel? Like, something's wrong with a lot of y'all spirits, bro. Like, y'all really need to sit with yourself, look in the mirror, and ask yourself, why do you have to get on an application and treat strangers like this? How do you go, Essence, because I know you're still in here, but how do you go from being this supportive black woman that cares about people's mental health to now being the cause of some of these women's, because it ain't mine, I don't give a fuck, bitch, you're ugly. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't give a fuck, it doesn't affect me. But there are crazy bitches like Aubrey and them that are affected by some of the shit that that is said. And it used to affect me. So I'm not too prideful to say it used to, but it don't no more. So I'm trying to understand why your black ass is sitting up on these applications instigating men targeting and attacking women. Why is it so hard for the women around this weird ass nigga to say, hey, yo, Drew, you should probably stop because she said nothing to you. All this over a picture? And it's not over a picture. It's because you wanted it to get out there. You keep saying, Elaine, and some of y'all other retards keep saying, Elaine, you wanted it out there. Dude, I'm going to flirt with whoever the fuck I want to flirt with. That's on my mama. I don't give a fuck if y'all see it or not. I flirted with Troy. That doesn't mean I'm going to link up with Troy and go fuck on him and we're going to be in. That doesn't mean shit. A flirt is a flirt. A picture is a picture. Getting online and running your fucking dick suckers about your sescapades with bitches is super lame, super corny, and that's what you did, Drew. And I am a mental case, Pistol. Fuck around and find out. I'm not gonna die alone. Like, you're so stupid. You're so miserable. All right, next question.
What's wrong with you in this chat? This is a good question. I kind of like how they worded it.
Remove. See you later, Pistol bitch.
We know you're the number one biracial in the app. If you had to pick your number one,
that's mine, actually.
Excluding yourself, who would you pick? Would be Lane, Miss Mon, etc. Who would you pick excluding yourself?
Hey, Faye. Number one? Hey, Faye. I see Faye came in the room. Hey, Faye. That nigga was lying. Wasn't nobody trying to catch a Faye with you, Faye. I fucks with you, but you already knew that. You already knew that, Faye. That nigga just be lying. That nigga said he was gonna slap your friend though, Faye. I want you to know that when y'all was kicking it, drinking, smoking, eating, whatever the fuck y'all was doing, this nigga Drew said he was gonna slap the shit out of Larry. He never did. T. What was the question?
Let's see. Okay, this is. It says, we know you're the number one biracial on the app. If you could have to pick a number one excluding yourself, who would it be? Would it be Lane?
Number one is.
I'm sorry, not you. Lane, Miss Mon, etc.
Well, I think because I look at it like a game, right? Because this is all delusional, right? Like, right. And I know who I am, and none of these bitches fucking with me. Ain't none of you bitches fucking with me. That's how I feel. But I think that Clubhouse ranks us, right? Clubhouse does rank us, right? And I think the number one spot would be between me and Elisa, aka Miss. But people prefer me, but they love her because she's more content-y. I think that Lay is at the bottom of the list because she's not attractive. And she tries to prove herself entirely too fucking much. And she's a fake ass bitch. And she don't stand on shit. was the other one?
Mine.
Mon is like she's older than all of us, and I think that Mon out of all of us probably carries herself the best. But she's the whitest too. That makes sense. So it goes for the whiteness ranking. I would rank.
I'm screaming.
I would rank Mon the whitest. I would rank Miss the second whitest. I would rank me third whitest, and I feel like Lay is the bottom of the whiteness. But that's just because she from the hood and she hella ghetto. But then I also heard she was raised by her white side too, so I'm a little confused about that. But yeah, if we was rating whiteness, that's how I would rate it.
Okay, let me see.
I hope you heard me. That nigga said he was going to slap the fuck out of Larry the last day of his trip in LA, and he never did. Or did he?
The I Know You Fucking Lying girls have shown time and time again they're choosing him over y'all. Why is the lane supposed that Mouth didn't reach out? Why? Why?
Because when Mouth was going through shit with Nadi and they ended up fighting and she got beat up, Mouth, I was her number one like not number one go-to person, but I was like, that's when we first, I think right before they got into it is when me and her started like thinking about exchanging numbers and shit, and when I gave her my number, we started communicating and shit, and she said that we didn't talk about anything other than Clubhouse, but that's a lie. But that's why. It's not necessarily that I expected it, but it's just like, how can you sit in my face and say you fuck with me? How can you sit on the app and say you fuck with me? How can you sit on the app and like cheer on me? But then you can also sit in a room while Drew is saying disparaging things about me, talking about me in egregious, disgusting ways, and not once did you try and reach out to me. Not an expectation, it's just like that's kind of funny looking to me. And she said it herself, and she's publicly said it, and she'll probably still say this after, I fuck with Elaine. That's not fucking with Elaine to me. I'm not hurt by it. It's just like, it is what it is. It's just a topic of discussion. It's just like I'm bringing it to the light because that shit is goofy to me. You know?
Yeah,
But I ain't losing no sleep over it. Like, I hope it's
like my friend like you, so did you hear what she was saying about how she felt like you never checked on her, like and asked her?
That's not true. But that's a lie. But that's a lie.
Okay, gotcha.
That's my point. That's a lie. I checked on her before the fight with Nadi. I checked on her during the fight. I checked on her after the fight. I poured into her when all that weird ass shit was going on. I have called her about Drew one other time. She said it's been multiple times. Every time we speak, it's about Clubhouse. That's not true. Just not true. But, you know, if that's the narrative you want to push to feel validated in your decisions on how you handle the situation, that's fine. It's okay, but that's just not the truth. The truth of the situation is I've done nothing to you but be kind and show love. And when you was going through, you know, what you were going through with Nadi, I was checking on you. I'm a real bitch. And I checked on Nadi too. Told both them hoes to stop the shit. My money was on Mouth.
I'm weak. It says, Elaine, please don't link with Mouth because she tried to stop Nadi and remember she don't lie.
Well, see, this is the thing. When she, with how she's carried it, I'm kind of 50-50, not to say that I will link with her or won't link with her, but I'm kind of 50-50 because I feel like, first of all, can't nobody set me up. I'm not no little bitch. Like, I'm little as far as weight goes, but I'm not no little bitch, and I give it up like that, so ain't no setting up. And a lot of these bitches use, like, I can't be set up. Like, ain't no setting up over here. But, you know, I think Mouth is probably a cool person still. I just, you know, she rock with him more. It's okay.
Okay, what's the issue with you and Dommy? Because he doesn't disrespect you.
That's a lie. Get off my phone.
Okay, well.
The day I got into it with her, that nigga was the first to hop up on the stage and try and Elaine always does this. She's always trying to like, why, nigga, you was copping please December 31st, January 1st, you see me and Herman too, and your little funny looking ass couldn't wait to say my motherfucking name. Bitch, didn't we agree we was gonna leave each other alone? Bitch, fuck you, Donnie. You bitch ass nigga. You're not slick, nigga, you be popping it. My homegirl don't like you either. What are you talking about? I'm not talking about Bella, even though she probably don't like you either. I'm talking about my other homegirl that I will not name, that be in y'all's rooms listening to y'all do dumbass shit and talk about me. What are you talking about? Donnie be popping it too fucking much. Donnie betrayed my motherfucking trust one too many motherfucking times. I gave him too many chances. Ain't no chances. Donnie did the same thing motherfucking Drew is doing. Spin, 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 because I cut a nigga off. And I'm standing on that. Ain't no coming back, bitch. Same thing with Kofi.
Because I asked Donnie about that.
Same thing with motherfucking Kofi. Kofi sat up on this app and talked about me like a motherfucking dog. Probably sat in a private with Drew, talked about me like a motherfucking dog. Drew, you a snake because you didn't tell me you had a conversation with the nigga, so you been a weird bitch. And then motherfucking Kofi, I've always known you're weird. Because you doing all this weird ass shit on the internet, but you quick to text my motherfucking phone off these fucking Google accounts and shit, trying to get in where you fit in. And you can't say it's not you because, bitch, I called your phone, you called me back, and it was you, bitch. And as soon as I heard your voice, I said, why the fuck are you calling my phone? I don't fuck with you, and I hung up on you, bitch. You thought me and Drew was finna get into it and you was finna have an option to get back in there? No, bitch. All you slick talking niggas, all you slick talking Negroes can do all that shit and have these people fooled. And every last one of the audience members can think I'm the problem, I'm delusional, I'm crazy. I'm not. Believe them. They mad because I know my motherfucking worth. The nigga, the last thing he sent me, right, was, you're nobody to chase. Why are you talking to me in the first place? You gaslighting bitch. I'm nobody to chase, but you was quick to tell me to listen to my man. What type of ex-nigga sits there and messages his old bitch about another nigga? That's goof. Nobody does that. But a nigga that still want that old thing back, but ain't getting it back. You's a bitch, nigga. I'll talk to you like you're shit, like you're nothing. I'll spit on you if I ever see you again, Kofi. Next question.
Damn. Okay. Well, we heard what she said. Let's see here. Okay, that's weird. Danielle has way better pussy than Elaine. You guys are weird. That sounds like something my team would say. So Elaine, not for that shit. So Elaine, not for pregnant. No, she said she's not pregnant, y'all. If y'all missed it, she said it earlier in this room. I don't know. This room been up for a minute, so no, she's not pregnant, you guys.
Imagine losing weight, toning your body, and just to get knocked up again. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
That would really suck. Okay, but kids are blessings. Okay, so Elaine, you thought you was above any other girls Drew done hit?
I didn't think I was above anything. I thought the nigga was being honest when he said he's not on no weird shit with me. That's what this nigga pursued me. What are we talking about? I don't pursue you goofy ass niggas. You pursued me. You made it seem like you were interested in pursuing whatever the fuck. Like, this nigga know what he did. Got me. Oh well, I don't give a fuck. Next.
Okay, let's see. I hope pretty isn't all you have. Y'all are stupid. I'm definitely not reading that, and you're weird. Like, that's why you got removed earlier, bitch. Elaine, this is not bad bitch behavior. You've been spinning for 6 hours. She's been talking.
Oh, give a fuck about spinning or not. That nigga's been spinning for. Hold on. Chat GPT, 1 second. Because I don't feel like doing the motherfucking
math. I'm curious.
How many hours are in, hold on, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. $240 hours. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. The whole app was spinning hours. Suck my dick. Before I pull an all-nighter, bitch. I'm just kidding. That's not happening. Go ahead.
Drew has whole other room streaming you talking in this room because, okay, Drew never spoke on sleeping with you. He ain't even.
Drew is a liar. Drew is a liar. I don't want to hear any lies. Drew did. Okay. Drew knows he did. All of y'all know he did. He spoke under my clothes. He spoke about he was being descriptive. He did. He did. He did. You're a liar, Drew. And all you fucking weird ass bitches around him know he did. Fuck out of here. I haven't spoke. I made it a point to stay away from Clubhouse. To let this nigga shine and do his biggest one. So for him to sit here after a week and 3 motherfucking days of popping it about me, to turn around and say you didn't do anything, you're a liar. These motherfuckers was questioning you and you was playing under my motherfucking clothes. No respect. Next question, Hanja.
Okay, let's see. Okay, this is a little long, so the first part of the question was in their saying, so bear with. Let me read the whole thing so I can get it out. Elaine, why you fuck Drew? He knew Fia before the app and still told us about them fucking. You had to know he couldn't wait to tell
Y'all are on pause. Y'all are on this app 7 days a week listening in to all the gossip and rumors and blah, 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 blah. I never gave a fuck about a Drew. I never gave a fuck about a Drew. I didn't keep up with that nigga's storylines. He was never relevant in my motherfucking world until recent. Y'all gotta fucking relax on thinking that just because y'all sit up on this bitch 24/7, 7 days a week, no sleep, no fucking life having ass bitches, just because y'all do that, that don't mean I'm doing that. When I do post on Instagram, bitch, I'm outside. I'm with family and loved ones. Homegirls, homeboys, everybody. Daughter, I said an S. Look at me acting like Essence. My daughter.
Yo, chill. Chill.
And I could say more in regards to my child, but I don't.
Yeah, I skipped all the child questions.
Because I know y'all gonna be like, she never brings up her kid. She don't never have her kid. I'm never gonna tell you anything about my baby. But she's a part of my life completely, and you bitches don't be knowing what y'all are talking about. Drew knows that. She said that he asked the question about or Lay made a comment. That's why Lay had me fucked up. Lay made a comment saying, why would you have a kid? I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember exactly what she said.
She said, why would you have a kid with Elaine when she don't take care of her first one or some shit like that?
Like, excuse you, Lay? I'm a single mother. I don't rely on none of my family members for a fuck thing. Bitch. You got a lot of fucking nerve, like, speaking on me and my child when you don't know a fuck thing about me and her. But these fucked up lies and rumors and twisted truths that you people have put on me for years. You can talk about my pussy. You can talk about my body. You can talk about filthy face. You can talk about my hair. You can talk about so many other things. Why the fuck, as a mother, y'all keep bringing up my minor child is beyond fucking me. I made a post on my Instagram with my daughter. And it says this. My daughter is the only human being on this earth who moves me. I earnestly pray that everyone is blessed with this profound and genuine love. I also pray for all the skeptics, as it's a different kind of sickness to be praying on a mother's downfall. Lord, heal them in the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. And I mean that. Leave my daughter out of y'all sick, wicked mouths. Leave her the fuck out of it. And leave my mothering out of it too. Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bitch. There's a million things you people can be saying. Leave the child out of it. on yours, Lay, and what people have said about you as a mother. Next. Bitch, this ain't crying, Amaretta.
Right, is it lit?
This ain't crying. This is speaking real shit. You don't want to hear it. Get the fuck out.
Right.
I'm wondering.
Okay, this was a good one.
I'ma help you get the fuck out, bitch. Remove, bitch.
You end up with this
I just popped 2 burners and they go down to friend, so good luck.
message you.
Look, man, I'll be
I
in
keep getting
favor.
so many messages on X. People that
Live
are
in your
evil
truth,
for
but watch who
sneakers.
you align yourself with. Check your IG messages. Not watch who you align yourself with. I'm fucking weak. Not that mad at me from doing the room. Drew can't get pussy offline. He needs a green bean to get pussy off.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either. I need evidential proof.
Video clip of
I need evidential proof of these 2 bitches you claim you have. We need receipts. Cause you talk a good motherfucking game, dude. But I need proof. Prove me wrong. While you PTRing fake babies and you over here explaining every other day to these people how you gonna get a girlfriend and you're gonna settle down. You're a cab. You are a breadcrumber, Drew. You are the most unintelligent, emotionally unintelligent person I have one of. I'm not gonna say the most because there's a few of these motherfuckers. Kofi, you're one of them. You're definitely one of them. You are one of the most emotionally unintelligent men on this app in 2026. I pray that you stop this shit because you have children, you have daughters, you have mothers. I don't know if you have sisters or not. And then I want to say one more thing. Let me think. Do I say it? I'm all of these things that he's been saying. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think anything wrong with saying this. I met your son, dude. I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing. I don't think I'm special for meeting him or not at all, but I think it's very strange that if I'm all of these fucked up things and I'm just what did Essence say? Oh, you just a fuck. Like, you just be having bitches around your kids and shit. Like, stop talking about me and my parenting and what the fuck I got going on and playing about me when it comes to drugs and shit. Nigga got asked if I did drugs while that's not funny to me. Cause I know your excuse is gonna be, it was joke, it wasn't, it's serious to me. Because I met you in real motherfucking time, my nigga. So all these things, you shouldn't have that type of person around your child. I would never have you around mine. Not with this behavior, it's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. And I could say more, but I'm not going to. Go ahead, Tangent.
Okay, someone said, Elaine, you look way better than Lay.
Sorry to hear that.
And someone said, are you thirsty yet? Might time to drink a water. She been drinking water this whole time, now.
I'm drinking that coconut pineapple
Yeah,
juice
she been drinking. You're drinking.
with vitamins and antioxidants.
Trent is not interested in black women. Black women aren't interested in Trent. So him telling people on here whether they can get or not get, go talk to the white boys about that. Or the other black men who don't like black women. It's the wrong space for that. We like black women here. This was so wild about listening to Trent speak. He thinks he can go in a space with a bunch of black women and get, as y'all say, a melanated sister?
Yes.
Trent, of all people.
Yes.
You can't.
1,050.
You can't. How about this, Trent? Go to TV. Trent, how about this? I bet you cannot get 3 numbers in 3 weeks in D.C. after talking to a woman for more than an hour.
Yeah, okay. I will.
Trent, do you hear yourself speak?
I don't like the word easier. I don't, because I don't think that's a.
Easier? What does that mean?
No, just let me finish what I'm talking about. Unless you wanna talk, you wanna continue talking?
I do, that's why I said, what's that mean?
Okay, well, do you want me to finish and I'll explain?
That's why I asked you what it meant.
Okay, so in my dating life, it has been easier, right, for me to talk to African American women, just because we're the same color, than it is for women of other races. I'm actually more often approached by African American women, and I've dated some gorgeous, some wonderful African American. I just happened to fall in love with the woman I
You've
did.
never had a long-term black girlfriend as a man.
Correct. You never had black coochie.
I'm almost done. You never had, not in your 20, young head, over the age of 30, you've never had a serious black woman as your partner.
Well, I haven't had that many serious.
Exactly.
It's a yes or no
Because
question.
That's the point, because they get to
I don't
the
know,
yes or no
I
question.
don't
We know
know.
the answer. Listen to him. What black woman will be interested in Trent? This is a man that says we were raised not to be black first. Black women don't go for that.
Oh, please. So my longest relationship with a black girl was about 6 months, and it was pretty.
We know. And the only reason why she stayed with you was maybe you were good sex.
I heard it was good head.
I'm a bad boy.
This is a man that thinks he can get black women. He's never been in a relationship with a black woman longer than 6 months. But he thinks he can go pull a bunch of black women in black cities.
But here's the problem
Are
with
you gonna
that.
let me talk or no?
No, well, let me finish what I'm saying. I've only had 4 girlfriends my entire life, and only 2 relationships over 6 months.
I know. And you slept with fewer than 10 women in your life.
Okay.
And there are people that have that have only been with black women.
Excuse me. Fewer than 10 black women. They don't want you.
10 black women? Have I slept with? No, I haven't slept with more than 10 black women.
No, you haven't.
I don't believe.
Never mind. Some of this shit is recorded. Never mind.
You said the other day that people like you and Wesley Hunt were raised not to have a racial consciousness. There are very few black women that are interested in men with that.
Me and Wesley Hunt and dating are in 2 completely different categories.
You're missing what I'm saying because you didn't let me finish. What I said was there are very few black women who like that coon mentality, especially as a long-term partner.
False.
Where are they at?
Houston, Texas.
Oh, okay. You know what? Thank you. That's all I actually need to hear. Well, I appreciate that. There you go.
No, that's a false. I mean, Wesley and I are not unique. There are a lot of African American.
I know you're not unique. A lot of black men who think like y'all have non-black partners. Exactly. He's married to a white woman. You're married to a white Mexican.
There are a lot of African American women that have the same ideology, right? Maybe not Republican, but a similar ideology to Wesley Hunt. Who, the pink pill?
Or not, I'm sorry.
Get out the car. Get out the car.
But y'all are speaking on, wait a second, you are speaking on my people, the kind of people that would go to whatever, that private school, St. John's? That Wesley Hunt graduated from? Those people are the most fake radical people. I'll tell you. Those black women are the most fake radical fist in their black women. They are. It is very, very rare to find an upper middle class, somebody who was born upper middle class who didn't, never mind. It's gonna, whatever. It's very rare to find somebody who was born into the upper middle class of black women who was a coon. It's very rare. Those people are ostracized. You can tell them by their stringy, dry, permed hair. They don't date black men. They don't sleep with black men, those women.
No, that would not be true. You didn't know what you saw about. But, okay.
But
you're not a Texan, you just live there, man.
Wait a second, I'm so sorry. I don't know. Wait. I know this terrain we want to go bar for bar, bone for bone, like it's just, it's really not your terrain.
It's definitely my terrain. And there are a lot of women in Leslie's from Northwest Houston, the Klein area and the Woodlands area. And there are a lot of African American
Yes, and Wesley, I mean, Trent, to be honest, yeah.
First of all, Kimberly, first
We
of all,
don't
just
have a
have a quick
coma.
question.
I mean, that's like the baseline.
Kimberly, let me just ask you a question. What part of Houston are you from?
I am not from Houston, but I tell you, I know girls. Wait a second. As a person, wait, the fact that you're even asking me what part of Houston I'm from actually says a lot. You understand that there is 1 degree of separation between the upwardly mobile Negroes, generally across the country, but especially in Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, it's 1 degree of separation, Trent. Okay? If you have parents that went to grad school, you probably are 1 degree separated from all of the Klein, Woodlands people, the St. John's people, right? Like the River Oaks people. All the Negroes know each other. Or you know somebody who knows somebody, y'all are Facebook for it's a thing.
You're right. I agree with you, especially when you're talking about the upper elites of education. No disagreement.
So whether or not I am from Houston, it doesn't matter. I'm saying I understand the milieu.
What part of Houston do you live in now? Where do you go hang out? When you go hang out?
I am,
Are you married? I should ask you that.
as I repeatedly said, I grew up in Plano. Then we moved back to Oklahoma City. Then I went to college. Then I moved back to Dallas. Okay. But in my travels, I know what the upper middle class girlies do, what they like, who they sleep with. And it's not the Republican leaders. It's just not.
Well, I'll tell you, and I'm familiar with where you're from. And I actually say, I actually had more African American women hit on me in Dallas, in the Las Colinas area, and down in the Duncanville than I've had anywhere. Dallas was actually was actually more than Houston. So I get, and again, I'm not as far as Leslie Hunt, but I'm just telling you that for black men that are semi-successful, that have something,
Man, come on, we know you ain't getting no pussy. Your own hand don't want to fuck you. What are you talking about?
Why? I did it with me. I don't know if you bring them up, I didn't know.
in all seriousness, brothers that present themselves, and I don't know how else to put it, that are college educated and with a corporate strategy, corporate life, get a lot of play, regardless of their ideology.
Except for you. We've seen your face.
Well,
Get out the car.
you guys,
Do you see his PTR?
that racial, food energy is like a primary ick for the upper middle class revolutionary black girl. I'm honest with you. I'm not even trying to take shots. It's just a thing.
Oh, looking like he getting painted by Jack on the Titanic, laying on that couch. Boy, ain't nobody getting you no.
I don't like that.
Let's catch that visual. That visual was crazy.
PTR?
The PTR is funny. I'm going to screenshot the picture. That's funny. Look, I mean, I'll just tell you, Kimberly, and I like you, but to sit here and say that guys like Leslie Hunt don't have now Wesley Hunt. I'm not talking about his looks, right? Like when Wesley in high school wasn't, like I've said before, he wasn't the looker, but he was
a nice looking man.
When he leads with, I like you. When he leads with that,
First lady, why are you lying to Trent?
Listen, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And if I don't think, I think he's a nice looking man. I think he's a nice looking man.
It's not physical attractiveness. Like, physical attractiveness is easy. It is about mental.
I didn't say I was attracted to him. I just said he's a nice looking man.
So, I mean, Trent is not a bad looking man, but that picture is unflattering, Trent, of you.
Oh, no, I think about the drag the boy.
I was being honest.
with
her.
Be fair.
I mean, we
What'd
all
you
been
say?
out with
What'd
a
you say, Obama?
conservative or two, but they were still conservatives with black racial consciousness.
I kind of look like Magic Johnson a little bit. You kind of look like Magic Johnson.
Not Magic Johnson.
Let me ask you this: when you're out in the dating scene, have you met black conservative men in Houston, or semi-conservative? Like I said, it don't have to be Wesley Hunt like, but have you met conservative black men in Houston that you spoke with?
Okay, well, again, Houston is it's not a special snowflake place. There are black Southern conservative men everywhere, and yes, I have had an extended fling with a Southern, well, he's from Tennessee, black conservative man who had strong black racial consciousness. He was a man that I knew fucked black women. Okay, because sorry, I'm sorry, sorry, I came out again. I'm giving up that word. Because I knew that because he had an aura about him, right? Yes, he worked for Jeb Bush, but I knew that he slept with black women. And some people don't have that aura.
Okay, you're kind of making my point. I guess you're thinking that I didn't. If you met me, you would think that I didn't sleep with black women, so you wouldn't be interested in me. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not trying to make anything personal. I'm simply saying that some people have an aura. It comes across in the way that they speak, in their references, in even the way that they talk about politics. It's very clear.
Okay, well, and I'm glad you admitted that. Yes, there are a lot of conservative black males in both Houston and Dallas, and apparently you dated one for quite some time. I personally, you wouldn't know, just speaking with me, where I landed politically or not. But I personally would say that there are probably more black men, especially in Houston, that date in all races, perhaps in anywhere else I've been in. I don't want to make that statement. There are black men that date women of all races in Houston, and it's not unusual.
Could you imagine Trent trying to talk dirty to a woman in turbo?
Hi, could you just rub your feet together for me with a little bit of Crisco cooking oil?
That one didn't land. The one you did earlier was.
I could have had something better, but I didn't want to be too raunchy.
So I'm still so. What do you talk? So Trent, your claim is you and your friends are good wingmen for picking up black women. What are the things you talk about when you would you don't do it anymore? But what do you talk to black women about if you're in a black city outside of Houston? So let's say you're in New York or DC or LA or something. How do you rap to the black women? What do you talk about? Texas A&M oil futures?
First of all, there's never been a time that I've been out and said, let's go talk to black women. So
I didn't say that.
I respect you telling us that. That was crazy.
I didn't say that. I mean, it's a little weird.
There's never been a fucking. I've never said, let's go find some Asian women, let's go find some white women.
That's not what I'm asking you. I'm saying when you were talking to them, what did you talk about?
The same shit I talked to a white girl about.
Like what? Like what? Tell, break it down. Since you're the wingman, since you don't talk about the 1700s, what did you talk about? If you were advising a guy, how should they approach a woman in 2026? Break it down.
It depends on if we're at a bar, we're gonna talk about like what's going on around us. You know,
You're in a bar. You're in a bar.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like Iran or tariffs? Like, what do you talking about? Break it down.
We're gonna talk about politics. That's
You said what's going on around us. Oh, so you want to talk about the fact that the bartender ran out of dry vermouth? Like, tell us what you talk about.
There's a good conversation. These olives suck in these martinis, don't you think? Can I buy you a drink? I mean, small talk is small talk. I mean, I can't.
But after you bought the drink, what do you talk about?
Huh?
Okay, you bought the drink. She says, yeah, you can buy me a drink. How you doing? I'm good. How you doing? Oh, I'm Trent. Oh, how you doing? I'm Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine, what do you do? What do you like?
Where are you from? What do you do? You know, what are but maybe like what your aspirations are. But where you're from, what you're doing, and what are you doing later? That's where you start.
And those are that's what you do as a wingman.
That's what you do when you're talking to any female.
Okay. And you said you talk to black women the same as you talk to white women?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. Thank you. I'm done. Yeah, got it.
Can I ask a question?
No.
Trent just got bodied. I mean, I'm not a straight man, but I know even I'm going to approach that to be different. Sorry, Trent, you got bodied.
I know. Wait. No, I can see Trent saying. Trent can't even speak for himself. That's because he get nervous. But I can hear Trent saying, "Girl, you look good," you know, kind of thing, and charming them that way. Let me buy you a drink.
Oh, no, it's big game for Trent. Keep spitting.
I'm just saying, I've heard him compliment, you know, men and women. So I think that he would definitely lead with his charm.
Men more.
What's up, baby? You know, like.
What's up, baby?
She's been like a old Louisiana man.
Ain't that what you say, Trent? What's up, baby?
Trent, do you seduce him with all that alien talk? You find ladies that are into the alien talk?
He told him, how far are you from the border? I know ICE, so I can get you past. You good.
We definitely talk about aliens. Now, look, I've been married for 10 years, so I've been out of the game. But I always would start with a dream. You always start with a dream. I think that's one mistake that men make is they want to wait. I send it before we even start the conversation. It's better to send a drink than buy the drink.
So you gotta get them tipsy for them to talk to you.
Yeah, what you don't drink alcohol, bro?
Well, if she don't drink alcohol, ain't got no.
How do you want to know what to send? Like, how do you know what to send?
Easy. You just tell the bartender, buy her whatever.
Another one of whatever she's having. Yeah, got you.
Come on, baby. See, he's not a good wingman. Hello?
Nah.
I'm a better wing woman than he's a better wingman. Anyway. CEO, I just have three things to say. I think that Ban and Trent should meet up in DC and they should see who gets the three numbers first. Go ahead.
That'd be very easy.
I'll put 2,500 on that.
Yeah, it's not even a.
Nah, go ahead.
Go to Baltimore. Take it to Morgan State area.
I'm gonna go over to Morgan State.
Getting numbers is easy, okay? What is the quality of the woman? You can get a number from a 5 all day.
Getting numbers
That's a fact.
I'm betting on Trent. I'm putting my money on Trent.
Oh, wow, you're in
This coming from Trent, given what we know about his, you know, like, what? Like, we talking about black women. We're not talking about any woman. We talking about black women.
This is DC. There are no 5s. So, like, that's what I'm saying. He's not in black neighborhood. Like, there are no 4s and 5s. And, like, what are we talking about here? Fours, fives.
Ben, can you talk?
What black man talks about a black woman like that? Oh, there's a 4. I get a number from a 4 or 5. That's not even how black men talk.
You gotta get the right number. You know what I'm saying? Trent
Fours,
get
yeah,
fives.
metric. So ridiculous.
And you get the number.
It's 4s or 5s because she didn't have blonde hair and big titties, so she had to be a 4.
I will say this though, if you really think about it, both of you men are married, so y'all both already, you know.
You don't have to use
There's
the
nothing
number.
in it.
It's just a game. What's going on? What's happening, Gemini?
I'm socially awkward on Clubhouse right now. I'm I've been outside so much, I'm socially awkward on Clubhouse at this point.
Gemini's not wrong. You know, I respect what he said.
Hold on, but Gemini, I gotta catch Gemini on what happened earlier today. So you know how we were talking about First Lady's innuendo? Do you know earlier today she suggested someone put nuts in her mouth?
Oh shit! Balls in your jaws. When that happened?
I just said it not too long ago. I thought she was eating on nuts. What's going on?
No, and then you said she should put nuts in her mouth.
No, I did not say that. That's what you wanted me to say. I said she is eating nuts, is what I said. And now, if you were here the night before, I said, do you suck the candy off of the nut before you eat it?
Oh.
Huh? Oh. I don't have to lie about what I say. I say what I say and I stand on it. I don't think it's an innuendo. She was eating, what you call it? M&M's.
Hey.
So I like to suck the candy off.
I know that's right.
Just like if she like to suck.
You the nut.
Why are we interested if she like to suck the candy off the nut? Like what's the problem?
And then she said, Gemini, the nuts can be fulfilling.
No. Again, wrong again. Wrong again. That's not what I said.
And I want to ask Gemini this.
That was Mimi.
Serious?
And Mimi said that she eats nuts at work.
Oh wow.
And she said that she eats. I said, do you eat it in the shell or out? She said, I like the ones that are without the shell. She said, I said they fill you up. Is what I said. I said, yeah, nuts will fill you up. What's going on? Y'all just so dirty minded and like dirt divers. That's all it is to it.
What's a dirt diver?
They dive for dirt. Huh? Go ahead with your question, Trent.
Never mind. I think you.
Trent, just to be clear, if First Lady's ever talking about candy and nut together, just be
Yeah, I'll shut the fuck up and
let
let
her
it go.
finish.
See how enjoy the show. What the hell?
Yeah, I didn't recognize where the conversation was going. I was like, wait a second, man. Let me slow down.
Let her finish. Who knows?
Let her finish. It's
Let her
crazy.
finish.
I ain't gonna, yeah. But this is kind of, Gemini, is it easier for you, I'm talking about you in particular, is it easier for you to approach black women or women of other races?
I prefer black women, and it's always been a natural thing for me. Like, I don't know about the easy part because I don't have a problem with it. I don't want to sound cocky, I just don't. And when Ben was asking, like, what do you say? That's unique for me on every situation, right? Like, it depends on the event, the woman, the timing, like, it depends on everything. Like, I don't have a go-to line. If you have a go-to line, it's going to be corny and come off corny. It's going to sound rehearsed. Like, I'm authentically me when I approach her and talk about what the hell comes to my mind. Like, I don't have a set, like, this is my go-to line to try to attract a woman.
Wait, did you say you date white women?
No, I did not say that.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood. You date black women?
Yes. Yes.
Exclusively?
Yes.
Because you know y'all California.
No, I've dated Hispanic. I've dated
Not too much of California.
Yeah.
I'm in Cali, so I've dated Hispanic. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah.
I know.
I prefer chocolate. I prefer my black woman.
You got good tape.
Because he prefers chocolate?
Yeah, not your light vanilla though.
So Gemini, you do the thing
Got it,
where
Sonny.
it seems like you just like having you're mid-conversation as opposed to doing like a greeting.
Yeah, you get it. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that
You
is
get it.
way
You get it.
better. Yeah, you know what you're doing. Yeah.
Whew, well, I guess that balloon is busted. Alrighty. So next on the docket, is there something looming about NATO or something?
Yeah, so apparently NATO is doing, NATO countries are doing exercises in Greenland to prepare for a U.S. attack on Greenland. Macron just announced this.
And there's breaking news that the United States has requested a UN Security Council. So with only, I don't know, 30 or 40 minutes left till dawn in Iran, there's unlikely to be an attack tonight. So the notice to the airspace restriction has been lifted from Iran. Now, if Iran issued it, and it has been lifted for now.
So you're stating that you were wrong about the fact that they were gonna attack within 48 hours? Is that what you're saying?
There's not a world war that happened today.
He said that we were
But
gonna
the
have an attack
airplanes
in
were
48
diverted.
hours, more than 48 hours ago.
No, I said.
No, that was yesterday. He said 24
No,
to
it was 2
48.
days ago.
No, that was yesterday. I wrote it down.
Is NATO's exercises
No,
in
it's
Greenland?
First Lady.
Is NATO's exercises in Greenland routine, or is it something out of the ordinary?
No, this is out of the ordinary.
This is in response to Trump's.
Correct. Yeah. I'm surprised y'all didn't react to this more. Like.
I get it. I knew that was insinuated. I just wanted to see if this was something that.
Okay.
Yeah, he did kind of insinuate he'd be willing to just take it by force. So the easy way or the hard way, according to what he said.
Yeah. And let me just finish go back to what I was saying for a second, because I'm sure she would love to say that I was wrong. I said 24 hours ago that we are likely to have action in the next 24 to 48 hours. So, and I'll just be I think in the next 12 hours from now.
Just because you give it time. What is the 12 hours based on, Trent?
What is the 12 hours based upon?
Yeah, you're about to
Are you dare questioning Venezuela?
CEO, change your damn PTR.
No, son, it was horrible.
Change that shit though.
No, it was horrible. He talked all that.
He's not worrying about the team, but I still don't like that
all that
PTR.
is on the sunline, and then
Okay, but put your team up there. Don't be hating.
It was not appropriate. That was not appropriate behavior.
See, just let me finish because I gotta go because my wife's gonna walk in.
of course you gotta go. Yeah.
So the reason why I
He
say
probably didn't even make the playoffs.
Why do we care what you think, Trent? Why do we care about the next 12 hours, according to you, based on what?
you just I'm gonna answer it for you. The reason why I say that is because they have closed the airspace. All airlines have canceled flights, and all the major embassies have taken away their non-essential personnel. We have also, as the United States, we have evacuated non-essential personnel from our own air bases as well as aircraft, which means that a strike is likely imminent. I'll end right there. See y'all soon.
And brother, if Trent gets this right, I want you to give him this brother.
No, CEO, we already
Brother said, fuck off.
And you still
I don't owe him shit. I don't owe him shit. I don't owe him anything.
Finally. He'll be
I
back
don't owe
in
him
10 minutes.
anything.
CEO, we already went over this.
We're forcing information on us.
He made
That he
100
makes up.
predictions. One may come true.
No,
You don't
he
have to get
goes
any credit.
on Twitter.
CEO, I have respectfully, I
I have not come after people who have made wild predictions and conspiratorial predictions about things. I have not come after those people who have said those things.
Alright, well, let's agree to this. If he ends up being right, and he got 2 in a row after Venezuela, you will refer to him as Prophet Trent for the rest of the week.
Prophet Trent is crazy. What was his prediction?
Where is his? Wait, hold on. So he's now getting entity?
No.
You're trying to go with me.
Doing too much. That's too much. That's way too
I'm
much.
not letting you do that. I'm not letting you do that.
No, brother, we have to call him the Oracle from McAllen.
We can't use prophet. We can't disrespect the Bible that way. Come on, y'all.
God, we can't offend the charlatans that way. Like,
Right.
Exactly.
we can't.
That's blasphemous. Let's move forward.
He can, I mean, he's a prophet that receives his information from the internet.
No, prophets receive their information from the one true God. Stop it.
His prophecy is from the internet.
So he's a false prophet.
There's a certain
False prophet,
level of
indeed.
discernment Gemini it takes to be able to figure out which Twitter
His discernment leads him to the proper tweet.
Yes.
Got it.
And you should not dismiss that.
Your mama said he has a signal chat.
This man spammed the chat all day, talking about every fucking flight that detoured from Iran, as if there was about to be a strike. And he said with certainty, most certain likely, even if he is correct, he has no more insight than any of us going down the deep dive of the dark interwebs. I'm like, he doesn't have people. He has Twitter and whatever else, True Social, wherever else he goes. Like, this is
You shall forever known as Brother Hater, because that's what you're doing, right?
Peter Popoff, Trent.
CEO, I've been
Trent is a Peter Popoff, according to Quinn.
Brother has told no lies in his story.
Did anybody ever buy Peter Popoff's holy water?
Rambo, what the hell you got in your PTO?
So many blacks did.
Shanaz.
We did not.
I'll put it in the chat.
Brother, I do want to give you your credit. You did not fall for rage bait easy, so good job.
Thank you. I'll put it in the chat.
Yes, who bought the Miracle Spring Water? I bought some Miracle Spring Water before.
What miracles did you receive? What miracles did you
You
receive?
was watching the Word Network back in
Girl,
She most definitely was.
I was definitely on that all night long. I woke up, I went to sleep to it, yeah.
First lady for the church. Of course.
That's that Jesus hustle. You know, the Jesus hustle was live in effect.
Listen, at 2012, I needed a miracle.
First lady, I'm sure your first email address was blessed.
Blessed and highly favored 2007.
know the truth behind this name, First Lady. See, she trying to pray it into existence.
I promise that wasn't it. I just put the one in front of it because there was so many other ladies.
Manifestation in real time.
First thing you're trying to name it and claim it. That's what you did.
No, I don't think I could be a first lady, to be honest with you.
With the first lady we got right now, yes you could. The fuck?
For sure.
No. See, now she's the first lady of the United States.
You talking about church?
We're talking about Jamal Bryant's first lady. That's what
Oh, Lord, jeez.
you could definitely be a first lady.
I'm gonna have her in a new dress too.
I saw one tonight. I was like, no, I can't get it. It was kind of long, though. It was long. I had to split up the middle.
So that's a common theme now.
I mean, I had one from back in 2011. But mine didn't fit like that. It didn't fit like that, so I think that was the problem. Did my sound go out? Hello?
We got you first, lady.
You know, y'all gonna stop saying that I am of a different hue that I am not. Thank you, I appreciate that. Specifically talking to Sunny, because I didn't get a chance to get it out, so I got
She
it out now.
gone. Sunny is gone.
No, her is here. Her is here.
Oh, she in the chat?
I just seen her walk back through the door. The doors of the church is open.
Close the doors. Close the doors.
Keep them open.
Well, you could be white chocolate, so it don't matter.
Pour her out.
White chocolate is great.
Hold on, where's my PTR? Hold on, let me find it.
Are we in agreement now? Because I haven't been here, and I'm sure you guys had this conversation, but ICE is overreaching. That they have become increasingly aggressive. Like everything I've been watching seems like they have actually increased the tempo instead of slowing down since the past incident where she died, right? I forget the lady's name, unfortunately, that passed, R.I.P. to her. But it seems like they're just getting more aggressive and more open with it. Like they don't care if they're being documented, they don't care if it's being recorded. It seems like a free-for-all. Like true Gestapo style.
They blinded someone today or last night or something like that. They shot him with like a rubber bullet in the face and it permanently blinded him and left him.
Wow. Gemini, did you hear about that in California, Santa Ana?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Hey, Siri.
Me?
Oh, my bad. I was talking Siri. I'm so sorry.
I tell you, this
It was about to be close. It was about to be a close call. Oof.
oh, you got me.
Tell me what you was about to ask Sarah.
I'm curious too.
You call somebody for me. So now she said, no, my bad. It was my bad. That's what she said.
Can we play Garth Brooks?
But First Lady actually thought you because I was watching what it was, and they were talking about how in Illinois the only way they were able to push ICE out was the independent documentation from the citizens, right? That they were documenting everything that was happening and providing that to the authorities who were able to utilize that and leverage it to get them the fuck out of there. So independent documentation is super important in this games.
What? You saying that documentation is important?
Yeah, documenting what they do, raising your phone, documenting them.
Documenting them is getting you killed.
You have to do it discreetly. I agree with that.
Child, I seen the man at the gas station. He was recording. The man looked at him. He must have had some words exchanged with him. The man didn't even put the phone out in front of him in any kind of way. The ICE officer comes over to him, pushes him in the stomach, and the guy smacked his hand away. And the next thing I know, he jumped at him, and then the guy's running away, and it was 4 or 5 of them chase him down, and they beat him down. The lady that was with him, she had a pink shirt on with long black hair. They didn't knock the way to get to him. I was like, God darn, all they did was record in the gas station.
I believe you. They've been, like I said, they became increasingly aggressive. It's a problem. But we still have to keep documenting. We can't let them get us to the point where we're too scared to document it. because then all hope is lost.
It's inevitable they're going to kill more people. It's just going to
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's getting there.
Definitely. Definitely.
It's a matter of when, not if.
Yeah, the man with all that gray hair, the way he had that man in between his legs, I mean, it was just like, that was crazy. And it was like 4 or 5 other Icemen on top of him.
I know you've seen this and you talked about it, so just excuse me for my not being on Clubhouse, but when I seen that ICE officer taking that blue, there's no reason for you to party with her at all, ever.
Can you repeat
Wait,
the last part?
I said that there is no exit party. I couldn't the ICE order her into the porta potty while she's already handcuffed. Like, why would you be inside of a porta potty with a handcuffed woman as a male? Right? You're not there to make sure she can't escape. You're there for one reason, and what is that reason? Right? I feel like they're taking advantage of their power and abusing it, right? And why would a handcuffed woman that you have in your custody need to be inside of a locked porta potty with you? If she needs to use the bathroom, you stand outside of it, she uses the bathroom, I'm pretty sure she can dig out or go through the wall. She comes back out, you continue with your detainment. Like, that's insane.
2 people can't fit in the porta potty. You sure about those?
I'll post a video, but you won't watch it.
I'm okay.
Right? Like, I can put the link up, but you won't.
Alright, so the other one I saw is the lady was
Haven't discussed it?
No, I ain't seen nothing but no porta potty.
I'm gonna put that in the chat because I want the room to see it at least. He literally had her handcuffed, and she goes into the porta potty. He goes in right behind her, just the door.
Where was this?
I think Minneapolis. Let me get the link. I'll put the link up.
A male officer in the porta potty with a female handcuffed.
Absolutely, 100%. Yes.
I saw the young lady, they went into her car. She looked like she was driving a Honda Accord. I don't know. But they opened her door. She was trying to keep it closed. And they didn't unlock the seatbelt. So they cut the seatbelt. I say, yo, hair is crazy right now. I mean, they are so hyped up. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah, it's the inevitable is gonna happen again. It's bound, unfortunately.
Also seen the video where the black man went out there to try to support the Venezuelans, and this is not your country, don't be crazy, nigger. I was like, yeah, mind your business.
What happened?
I'll play the audio. I have the audio. This was here. There was a group of Venezuelans that were protesting. A black man came out to join them, fight a good fight. They're oppressed, we're oppressed, we're one and the same. And then they started cursing him out and calling him a nigger.
In LA?
I don't know. I'm gonna share the link right now and I'll play it. Give me a second.
Alright.
No, I'm straight towards Honda, nothing. I was just saying it looked like it was a Honda Accord. And I was more mad about the seatbelt and saying how they was gonna rip that lady car up like that. I mean, she was right in the middle. There's traffic and everything. And they just yanked her out of the car, and because they couldn't get her out fast enough, they literally cut the seatbelt.
The link up top is the black gentleman that tried to join the Venezuelans in their protests and support their cause, and how it played out. I'm about to find the one with the ICE agent taking the lady handcuffed into the porta potty, and I'll post that too.
Howard's resolution was blocked in the Senate. J.D. Vance made the deciding vote. 3 Republicans voted with the Democrats. So, the victory for Mr. Trump. Yes, I guess I discussed that already.
No, wait a minute. What vote? What are you saying?
It was a vote in the Senate for the War Powers Act to be initiated.
Oh, War Powers.
Yes.
Wait,
right now.
I heard all the rest.
Yeah.
Do you know the people that crossed over?
The three individuals, I don't know the name. I'm watching Bloomberg. I've been on Bloomberg all day.
Josh Hawley
What's his
and
name?
Josh Hawley?
Todd Young switched. They flipped. Trump pressured them.
Jesus. Josh Hawley is such a bitch.
You always say that.
Josh Hawley is in the next Republican president.
We've just gotten so used to, like, slowly but surely, trip by trip, we've allowed this madness that we see to become normal. It's like crazy.
So, question about this thing that just got voted on. Does that expand his ability to declare war over Congress?
Basically,
Is that what it's saying?
I don't know if they're going to use the term declare war, but he can continue to declare military action.
Khaleesi? Sorry. I want to hear what Khaleesi thinks. Oh, it does not expand. So what does it do? So what's the point?
The point was it could have reined in what he was already allowed to do. But he would have had to sign the bill himself. He was not going to sign a bill in which he in his own power. It doesn't matter. I don't know why people are so up in arms about it.
It was
No, I just wanted to understand. I didn't understand what exactly it did because it seemed like a it seemed like a nothing burger. But that's not a nothing burger.
So they'd have to pass the House and then he would have to sign it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
basically a gesture.
Not for nothing though, when I first came in, I put a link in the chat from the Reddit Substack. It is the Sasha Riley Senior interviews. If anybody is interested, it's a whole long thing, but there's an audio clip that there's an interview that this person from Canada does with him, where he details his Epstein and Trump experience, along with Jim Jordan, Clarence Thomas, a few other people. So if you want to check it out, there you be.
Your congressional story yesterday was the Republicans put up a bill themselves that didn't pass, and there were another 3 bills that they had to postpone because they didn't have the votes. So that was the big story in Congress last night. They're putting up bills they can't even pass themselves. So loser coffee.
What 3 bills?
No, it's good. It's good. I followed the Politico Congressional Live blog. It's a mess over there. It's great.
What were the 3 bills?
The main one that they were it was a labor bill. Actually, there were a couple of labor bills, but I mean, it's you can read about it, it's easily available. But the point is that everybody doesn't like Nancy Pelosi. She never put anything on the floor that never passed. Republicans can't even get basic stuff passed, like the labor bill. In fact, they had a lot of defections. It wasn't just 1 or 2. It was several.
Yeah, love her or hate her, she ran that floor.
The other thing about the Republicans is it's not just that that man died and MTG is gone. There are 2 other Republicans in the House that are out this week. I mean, Marjorie really did fuck them, and then that man dying fucked them. I mean, it's bad for Mike Johnson right now. He's just not good at whipping votes.
Well, and neither is the whip. And the majority leader, they have a whole leadership. They all are terrible. But I remember they won in a landslide. So when you win in a landslide, everything passes, right? Let me also just say that for black men and
45, the Anton Daniels, Corey Holcomb, Coon show on both sides should get all of us into the library. That is an embarrassment of the highest order. I don't know if anybody saw that yesterday.
Oh, they were arguing in there about the fight?
And the way they look, why they look like that.
Yeah.
It's time to grow up.
I like Corey, but I wish he hadn't presented himself in that way. Like, I find him funny sometimes. I have a personal connection to him. That's probably why I know him personally. But I agree with what you're saying. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I should brought him and his friend into another room on that before. But I know that's so. It was pathetic. But at the same time, you cannot start telling another man that you're sucking black dick and not expect them in person to be ready to beat your ass if that's not your preference. You have to admit that part.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Is it your mailbox?
Yes, it's mailbox.
Hey, mailbox, how you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm sitting on New York Times, so I'm up right now.
Oh, okay. Did you fix anything lately?
I know what you're trying to say, but I'm gonna ignore it.
Did you fix anything lately?
The last one I did was, I fixed my microwave.
Oh, wow. What was wrong with it?
The bulb had blown for some reason, so I had to find a replacement bulb.
Okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't too hard.
Yeah, that's pretty simple.
Do you call it fixing or just like replacing something?
Girl, you just replaced the bulb. What you talking about? Oh.
Thanks, Simone. That's true. I just replaced the
That's
bulb.
all love, baby. You did
I know. It's all good.
good for you. You did good. Baby, I wouldn't even know if the light bulb went out, so you're doing a hell of a lot better than me.
Where's the content?
I'm wondering if anybody else is as, like, squeaked out as that they're, instead of investigating the actual shooting of this woman, Soda, right? They're gonna investigate her widow instead of investigating the ICE agent that shot this woman 3 times.
What do you mean by squeak?
I mean, just, it's cringy. It's just, it's disgusting that they are gonna investigate this woman's wife rather than investigate the reason that this officer shot her damn near point blank. I mean, he was less deep from the car.
It makes sense that it makes sense that they shifted their focus from the
Well, they're shifting
killer.
it, but it's horrendous. It's disgusting. It's monstrous. And what does her wife have to do with the fact that this woman got shot?
It's a diversion tactic, but from what I understand, the prosecutor's office is pushing back, and I think it's like 5 or 6 of them have resigned because they refused to cooperate.
Yeah, it was
right.
Right.
Correct. Yeah. So there's hope. In the grand scheme of things, you know, in the grand scheme of things, that's I don't know. It didn't really bother me that much. Justice much that we gotta save the energy for the really bad stuff, because otherwise we won't make it. I don't know. I mean,
If we've got this many rude people turning their backs and not acting, then all we have left is fucking yes men that will go ahead and bulldoze her and make this look like.
What do you think turn their backs and do nothing?
Well, I'm not saying this. I feel like they're turning their backs on this by not fighting it. I mean, they don't have to open an investigation.
Who was the they? I'm confused.
The prosecutors that resigned.
What other choice?
Okay.
What other choice did they have?
They resigned for a good reason. I get that. Okay, resigned as a statement, but then all we have left.
They didn't resign as a statement, Ramona.
Then why did they resign?
Because they had no other choice. They have superiors who ordered them to do something. So you either do it or you don't.
Do it or hit the road?
Those are your two choices. Because they're not the ones running the agency.
They're not resigning.
They resigned, but they resigned
on paper.
No, they resigned. They left because their superiors wanted them to do something. They weren't going to do it, so they had to leave.
Right, but it was not of their own choice. I mean, had they had their druthers, they would have stayed in their position, but they were had an ultimatum. So, I don't know. I wouldn't call that resigning. That's coercion.
Hurricane question, but isn't just the very premise of their refusal to do said investigation? That was their choice, right? And so if they say no, then there's the door. But isn't their refusal, their protest, their initial pushback, isn't that, I don't know if statement's too big of a word, but they deem it unethical.
I'm sure, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the language. I've been a government attorney before. I don't want to think about a damn protest. You don't want to. Your personal moral compass tells you that you should not do that thing. But you know that your superiors have ordered you to do it. So if you're not going to do it, you have to leave. There's not a choice. You can't change the direction of the ship because you're not at the helm. You're somewhere else. So it's not. It's good that they did it, but I don't read that as them turning their back. There are many government lawyers who have resigned from the DOJ and have opened their own firms to fight the government. So y'all need to stop saying that when people resign because they have a conscience that they're turning their back. They're not. They're doing the right thing. But I don't know. I don't think that they were trying to make statements. I think that regular human beings who have jobs and they've got families that they need to take care of. Resigning was not easy for them to do, especially if these are people who've been prosecuted for years. It was hard for them to give up this work because they care about it. There were no damn statements. They did it because they had no choice. I'm not trying to make statements about it. They resigned because they didn't want to do something that they considered that they believed was wrong. So they resigned. Now, if they had gone ahead and done what their superiors did, that would be turning their backs on people who need them, the public. That would be turning their backs on the public.
Yes, I agree with that.
I agree with that also. It's definitely being reported as basically a form of protest, right? That they are protesting the prosecution or assisting in the prosecution of that woman, and that is why that's one of the reasons why they're making the choice. That's the way it's being reported currently.
Yes, that's why I said what I said the way I said it. Because that's how it's being put out there.
Yeah, I mean, how many cigarettes did you smoke?
Pardon?
Nothing, go ahead.
I was just going to say, how do you read between the lines on that? I mean, not all of us are former government lawyers. So that's why I said it the way I said it. It wasn't to be contrarian or to be insulting. It was just the way that it is a public perception. You can't change public perception unless you educate. So don't fuss at me, educate me. Thank you.
I wonder how much of an impact their resignation is actually going to have on them going forward and trying to find a way to investigate and prosecute her.
Oh, they'll replace them. They'll find attorneys. The attorneys that they get probably won't be as good. We're pretty good at what they did. A lot of them were pretty good at what they did. So. And you know, when career litigators leave, they take with them institutional knowledge that you gather from working there for decades. Like that shit can't be taught, and you can't get it in a book because it's not in a book. You gotta live the shit. And so when you lose attorneys in a department who've been working there for 30 years plus, 20 years plus, 15 years plus, all that institutional knowledge walked out the door with them. And that shit can't be replaced. It's really hard to replace it. So that's another consequence of the Trump administration's defamation of the DOJ.
Discover their lives and what life.
Trent, you got new intel there on the Iran strike?
Strike will not happen likely for another 5 to 7 days, at least. Trump has said he wants a decisive regime change style strike that absolutely cripples the military of Iran, and we don't have the assets in place to do that. That's why the USS Lincoln is leaving the South China Sea. It'll take 5 to 7 days for it to get there. We are going to the UN in the morning to get a Security Council resolution, perhaps get some other nations to sign along with us, and then also to reveal the atrocities that Iran's committed, so that you have support from the world and the USA. But if we do strike, this will be a major blow. This will be reminiscent of Iraq 2003, not child's play.
A hurricane.
Wait, what? How'd you get to the last part?
Which part?
The last statement.
Shock and awe, 2003.
So you're saying it wouldn't be shock and awe? I actually missed.
I said it will be like Iraq of 2003. It'll be a shock and awe type strike with everything that they're moving in. So,
and are you aware that America's allies in the Middle East actually don't want him to bomb, and that Russia said it would be a big mistake, and all these other,
of course, Russia,
and all these other things? Okay.
Well, I mean, Russia. That's it. Russia's getting their drones to bomb Ukraine from Iran. We definitely don't want it to happen. I think Oman, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE have cautioned and said it would disrupt the oil infrastructure. And there are some people here that say this is probably not a good idea. I'm just telling you, this is the breaking news that went out now from NBC News, that Trump doesn't want just a strike. He wants a crippling, decisive blow. Is the term that he.
And just to confirm, this is going to happen in the next 14 hours, right?
5 to 7 days. The U.S.
5 to 7 days. 5 to 7 days.
this is new information. Things
He's
change.
updated. He got boots on the ground. Brian, stay tapped in.
The USF Lincoln.
Gotta read the Trent Gazette.
Right. This is a moving target, literally. Keep going, Trent.
Yeah, I feel like Stephen A. Smith, like the list is fluid. But, shit changes. The USS Lincoln is 5 to 7 days away. It's in the South China Sea. It's going to be in position for a while. Who knows what could happen in between there. Perhaps Iran says, I don't know,
Perhaps they say uncle.
Yeah, they might say uncle and nothing happened. But this is breaking news coming out of NBC News, so it's verified sources.
Real quick, I want to jump back to her. Go ahead. I was just going to ask Hurricane real quick, kind of like when we're talking about the 6 resignations that happened in Minneapolis, basically, is that in your mind, because you say, these are career prosecutors and, replacing them is going to be hard, is that kind of similar to Letitia James in the way that the prosecutor that refused to prosecute her initially was kind of forcing a resignation, and then Trump brought his own personal attorney aboard and put them in that position, and she hasn't done very well at trying to pursue that prosecution either. Is that a similar situation in your mind or not really?
It could turn out that way. But yes, it's the same thing. You've got government lawyers who ask to do something that they believe is unethical. They resign, and they're replaced by people who do something similar or try to do the unethical thing, but aren't really good at their job. So they kind of suck at it. Yeah, it's similar.
May I add something to that? So I'm not a prosecutor, but I have friends who are prosecutors. But this is also just true, I think, generally as in the legal profession. If something's unethical, or if you feel like there isn't a strong legal basis to bring a particular claim or to move forward in the prosecution of certain charges, these are conversations. Like they're back and forth conversations. Listen, there's no legal basis here. The law isn't very supportive of this. We would just be winging it. Those are kind of standard conversations. But then when you start entering into ethical questions, it would be unethical for me to pursue this prosecution. Someone would come after my bar license for this. Not only are those conversations, but those are pretty devastating statements to make. Rarely do questions come up when it comes to your principles or your ethics when it comes to the law. And so I imagine that these prosecutors who decided to resign were in regular conversations about how unethical they believed such a prosecution was, and they were still told to move forward with it. So, as Hurricane said, they had no other choice, despite their best efforts of probably going through the chain of command and talking to folks and saying, like, this is really unethical to even pursue. So, so I'll just quickly say, like, final point. It's not as simple as saying, like, I'm going to make this statement because, fuck this administration or whatever. It's like, I didn't sign up for this. This is unethical. This is against not only my principles, but likely against the principles of the profession. And my law license could probably steer them to question.
Yeah, I think you and Hurricane are on the same page. You guys are saying the same thing in different ways, in my opinion. That makes sense. I'll follow you.
No, he just explained. He went more in depth on the odds.
But it aligns with what you were saying, though.
But yeah, because I was like, the whole making a statement thing. That's just, I forget. That's not what they're doing. It's just hard for them.
And there's another layer to it as well, where it's like, these are folks who have dedicated their professional lives. Like when you're a prosecutor, I don't really fuck with prosecutors, but when you're a prosecutor, you like typically you honestly believe that what you're doing is righteous. And so when you're crossing those kinds of lines, like these are folks who've committed their professional lives to doing this work. And so with those conversations that they're having, and for them to step away, like these folks know the rules, and they know the professional rules. They know what charges they can bring, and quite frankly, you know, there's some times where like I'd be like looking at prosecutors like this, like you ain't got nothing for this shit. Like you overcharge the fuck out of this person, but that's within, strangely enough, within the professional bounds. When folks are resigning like this, that shit has to be pretty fucking bad for them to say, you know what, I ain't doing this shit.
Black freedom has to be really bad because now I'm not a legal professional like you. So let me give context before I say what I'm saying. But out in Los Angeles, what I've seen personally with some of the attorneys that I'm affiliated with, they're pretty powerful guys. These DAs are for fucking sale. They're for sale. They're for sale. They want jobs. They're looking to work at the firm that's defending. Like they start as a prosecutor and most end up as a defense attorney, and they want to be affiliated with a good firm. They're asking about job opportunities while they're supposed to be negotiating the fucking case. Like literally. Trust me. But for them to flip, it has to be pretty damn like this horrible.
There are crooked prosecutors, sure. But there are some that are legit and are with the righteous motivation.
God bless them. We need them.
It's interesting because the Wall Street Journal just reported maybe a day or two ago that Donald Trump is actively badmouthing Pam Bondi, that despite all of the fuckery that we've seen amongst the U.S. attorneys and the federal prosecutors, that he still doesn't think that she's been effective enough as Attorney General. So her time might be coming to an end.
Well, let me just say this. If we lived in a different world where we could say whatever we wanted to say and not experience negative consequences because of it, I could say a lot more. But let's just say that he has no business being mad with Pam Bondi because she's been delivering the goods for him. And much more than y'all could even think. So.
6 attorneys that resigned, they were DOJ though, right?
Yeah, so these are U.S.
But you know how Trump's narcissism works. Like, he doesn't care. He's probably blaming Bondi for that.
Well, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not justifying his. If he wants smoke with Bondi, go ahead. But
well, right. I mean, so the reporting, as we all, I mean, I'm sure Black Freedom and Hurricane know more than we do, but we can't even perceive that Bondi is pushing more than pushing the boundaries of what is lawful, but also what has historically been the role of the Attorney General, right? They're supposed to be, the norm has been that they have been independent. She's completely just ran over that norm. But even that is not enough for Trump. I mean, that's the big thing. She has just ran roughshod over rights and norms. She's lied. She has signed off on filings that she knew contained falsehoods. And Trump is still saying she's not doing enough. That's crazy.
Y'all, let me tell you, there's so much stuff going on that I can't get into it. Like, let's just say the old way of doing business doesn't even exist anymore. It's changed. The whole thing. He should not be mad at Pam Bondi. So I don't understand why he's mad at Pam Bondi. Like I said.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I'll wait, Hurricane. Please go, dear sir.
Oh, no, I'm done. I can't, I'm being circumspect for reasons you understand. I can't really
Yeah, got you. Well, Kimberly, the report seemed to intimate that maybe she's not going far enough for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she has done things that are clearly unethical, illegal.
Yeah.
Violating the norms of the institution. And still, Trump is not satisfied. I mean, he wants to go full Erdogan.
Yeah, this is why he must be stopped.
Is this a pro-Trump room or anti?
This is a truth.
This is a pro-truth room.
It's a pro-Trump room.
Okay, good.
No, please,
I can't speak for anybody else, but I'm personally MAGA. I'm a MAGA man.
Me too. Okay.
We're actually just about to do our MAGA chant, Jacob. Your timing is serendipitous.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, so we don't have any MAGA people here, but
Okay, we were about to sing the national anthem. Do you want to,
y'all. Y'all thought he was gonna say he was mad that he said he was from Chicago. There's no other people here. No, that's not true, because brothers in Chicago. Or thereabout.
Since you missed it, are you approved?
While there's still open.
Breaking.
Break it.
John Forte, former Fuji affiliate. Some of us know him, a lot of us probably
The
don't.
one that got caught with all the dope.
He's dead.
R.I.P.
50.
It was like 2 days
Several
ago.
days ago. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know.
You was scared.
Damn, Shorty, you gave breaking news.
Yeah,
That
this
was
room is unforgiving with breaking news, bro. You know how that goes.
That's okay.
Please verify your breaking
It was already fractured.
First lady, did you know that John Forte was dead?
John Forte is.
He's a rapper. You were affiliated with the Fugees at one point, I think.
I mean, he died on Monday. He died on Monday.
Yeah, the Fugees, but I didn't know that either per se.
All right, so
Thank you for the breaking news reverse trend.
all right. The other thing is something you could play. It's okay. Maybe in the morning, or I don't know if you get bored today, someone could play it. Josh Hawley questioning a doctor. Did y'all talk about that? Questioning a doctor either today or yesterday. The question was, can a man have a baby? And this shit went on for like, I don't know.
Never. I will never listen to that. I would not click a link to listen to that.
We are fighting the people so bad. Like, what's going on?
Did y'all already go over Germany, Sweden, and Norway sending troops to
Who
Greenland?
is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Jay. That's Jay who thinks he's the lawyer.
And then
Hey, Orlando.
This one.
That was terrible. Horrible.
Hey, Mr. Orlando. Of course.
Don't start that. Don't start that.
Why not?
That was fun though.
Of course.
This is not breaking news, but it was said earlier. Did you guys know about Ford getting ready to fire that employee?
Oh, hell
Yeah, they
no.
gotta go for it.
Hello, First Lady. Yeah, they're going to terminate him. And actually, from an HR
Did you say
perspective,
Ford, Ryan?
I can stand by it. They probably can fire him.
Ford Motor Company?
Yeah, I don't think they're in the wrong for firing him. They have the ability to.
My opinion.
What did he do?
I was gonna say, Trent just left. He was just here.
What did the employee do to get fired?
It was the one that yelled out that he was a pedophile.
He called Trump pedophile protector.
Oh, he was the one.
It's both funny. I heard he had $350,000.
Speech.
And Trump gave him the tiniest middle finger I ever saw.
Somebody set up a GoFundMe for that man.
It's already set up. It's $350,000 in it.
Oh, okay.
Where was the employee working? What state?
Probably Detroit. It was at a
It was Detroit. Yeah, let me confirm.
What was his role? What level?
Michigan was the thing.
I just, well, listen, can y'all set me up a GoFundMe? Shit. I would have
First
my
lady, did you hear about?
receiving.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would have my receiving 1 year salary in advance. Go ahead.
Do you hear about the ICE agents GoFundMe? The one that killed that lady?
Yeah, I heard about that, but I heard they shut it down.
It was at like 600,000-700,000 before they shut it down.
Crazy. It's terrible.
I
will yell at Donald Trump. I wish he would come to my job so I could yell at him and people set up a GoFundMe for me. I mean, that's not like
I don't want to get the money like that. Lord, that's not my prayer, Lord. Don't listen.
You might unalive yourself later on. You don't want to be on his radar.
Yeah, he definitely has some.
He's gotta move at least temporarily. There's a lot.
That I don't know his position.
Later on, they'll say, you know what, they were under distress because of losing their job, so they unalive themselves.
Jay, you're the lawyer. You're supposed to be able to have the connects to be able to look this stuff up and tell us what's going on.
I'm not paying attention to this shit. I don't care.
So why are you asking questions?
I thought earlier
Now that I know about it.
He doesn't care. He question us, so.
If you're curious or you're not curious, what's going on?
Well, not caring means I'm not going to do deep dive research into it. Being curious because I heard something about it means that I'll ask questions to know more information without doing the research myself.
Your mic is hard.
It's terrible. Horrible.
Of course.
Tear bad.
Awful.
It's gonna be great.
Anybody got any news that ain't been broken? It's hard to get one up on you guys, man. I try.
That's why I love this room, because
You weren't even close, bro. You weren't even close.
You're 48 hours off. Yeah, that's true. Oh, by the way, just I know y'all can see it, but the post at the top of the room. The post at the top of the room is where I was talking about the ICE agent took the handcuffed lady into the porta potty while another ICE agent sat by and watched, so they're not holding each other accountable at all. They're all with the shit.
I thought you said you was gonna play us a clip. That was like an hour ago now.
We did conversation. The conversation was moving, so I didn't want to interrupt, so I just let it keep rolling.
Oh, do you have it?
Yeah, I have the clip. The clip was the Venezuelan protest where the African American gentleman tried to lend his support.
How do we?
Listen, Scott, you just heard him say he's about to play the clip. So why are you?
You can do that while I go get the grab it. Go ahead, Scott.
You said you already had it ready, so you lied.
I don't have it loaded. I have it right here. I'm gonna grab it. I'm not lying, man.
This is what BAN says. Y'all just be lying on this stuff.
I forgot I get bullied on here.
No, go ahead.
We don't discriminate. We don't discriminate. Bullying is for everyone.
Go ahead, get the tape, load it in, and then play it for us, and we'll wait.
Not load the tape. This is not VHS. What's going on?
Anyway, First Lady, what are you going to do when, Neiman Marcus, Saxon, Bergdorf are gone?
What do you mean when they what?
The parent company of filed for bankruptcy. I mean, they're not.
I know you told me that early, but you said they weren't going to go, so I just left it alone.
I assumed.
I stopped shopping at Saks.
Okay, I'm just.
Because they wouldn't upgrade my amount on my credit card, so I don't shop at Saks anymore, even though they still send me stuff. But Neiman's, yeah, I would have a problem.
How much of a credit line did you need?
Alright, so I'm about to play the clip.
Gentleman's got it.
Yeah, the clip is.
Like he needed you to tell us that he got it. We can clearly hear him telling us he got it.
So the clip is a black gentleman trying to go and join the Venezuelans in their protest of Trump attacking and extraditing their president. appreciated his support.
What is MJ?
Wait, what was all that?
All I heard was nigga.
That's all you need to hear. There's a black gentleman that goes to, he goes to, let me go off of music mode once.
I'm laughing because that was all I heard too first. Like,
Nigga, don't be stupid. I mean, it is kind of correct. Don't be stupid.
There's a protest. It's mostly Venezuelans, right? And they're out there protesting the U.S. government's interference with their country, right? And the black gentleman shows up, and he's trying to support their cause. He's there to support them, and that is their response. What you're hearing is their response to his presence, right? He thought he had a friend. He thought he was going to be supportive, and they would appreciate it. And that was their response. And it was interesting to me because I've heard from multiple people that, you know, why are you supporting them? They don't rock with your kind. They don't like dark-skinned people, right? That they're very racist. But to see it firsthand in the response to somebody trying to support them, that's what I want to share.
Thanks for sharing. All I need is MJ now. It's MJ trying to tell you they don't like black people.
He was not wrong.
MJ was correct.
Well, somebody else.
MJ had already said that previously.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
He was going to battle for that.
Somebody else on the stage told us that we need to focus on building coalitions with people.
You sure they still here?
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, this man tried to build coalitions with the Latino, and he got called the N-word.
Really?
Wait, you just heard it. What just happened?
Yeah, he got called the N-word.
Okay. Get me out of the matrix.
Did you
Kimberly, I'm a little surprised. I'm just responding to Kimberly in the chat. I am a little surprised. I didn't think they would be that blatant. Like if somebody, maybe they would at least be a temporary ally, right? Like you would think they would appreciate that support in this moment, even if they don't rock with it.
Gemini, have you spoken to Miami Cubans?
No, sir, I haven't. Well, actually,
Yeah, absolutely insane.
So that wouldn't
Yeah,
count.
black people don't have allies.
Yeah, it appears that way. I wonder how he felt after that. Like he really showed up to support.
He's probably a Republican now.
Yeah. He probably just, you know, just let it roll off his back, you know.
I mean, it is sad that like the people would still rather be white adjacent than fuck with us.
I will vote.
For Donald Trump.
I mean, it doesn't help that you guys are making those voices.
That's not a song. That's a song. We're not. You didn't hear that song before?
No, I haven't heard that one.
LA.
No, that's the song. I will vote
I'll make fun of Mexico.
for Donald Trump.
Kimberly.
What? That's how it sounds.
That's how it goes. She's right.
No, but I'm trying to sing it for you. Oh my gosh, I will vote for Donald Trump.
It was actually catchy, low key. Like that's the problem.
This is crazy. What is
The
it?
singer got deported. The husband?
Her husband, she was crying afterwards. Her husband got
Voted your ass out the country.
So her husband right about it.
These are ass a plane. What you talking about?
So there is in New York a trial that starts tomorrow, first trial in 10 years for an NYPD sergeant who killed somebody throwing a cooler at his bike as he fled, and then the bike crashed and he died. And that trial starts tomorrow.
Please, Spirit, what happened?
He was on a motor scooter.
Yeah, you know, didn't I? Was on
Yeah,
one of these.
Yeah,
kid was fleeing police on a scooter on the sidewalk. Some people were barbecuing. So the tan pants, as I call them, is a wild police force. They go after bikes, guns, drugs. They wear like tan cargo pants with white shirts. And he saw some people were barbecuing, so he decided to pick up one of their coolers and throw it at the kid who was zooming by on the scooter. The kid crashed and died.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about putting somebody on ice.
Yo, that wasn't cool.
Oh wait, this is
That wasn't cool.
That was a low.
Wait,
That was not cool at all.
maybe
Get her out of here.
this is also a.
Oh my god.
This is a bench
Come
trial.
on, you weren't thinking it. No.
I don't know how much there's.
Spears, I got another one of your people. Did you hear about this in Brooklyn? This 9-year-old is shopping with his mom and his little sister, and I guess the child kind of wandered off. The store clerk all of a sudden started screaming at him, saying that he grabbed her ass. She called the police, saying, "I'm a white lady and this little black boy just grabbed my butt. I want to press charges." Police came, and then the boy's bawling, crying. They pulled the videotape, and that bitch was lying.
Was this in Bed-Stuy?
Not Emmett too.
It says in Brooklyn, and I don't know the neighborhoods like that. Hold up, let me post it.
One of the most dangerous weapons, weaponized white women tears.
That's crazy, right? I mean, and, I don't be using a bitch word for everything. I reserve that for certain situations. Why would you do that to a 9-year-old boy? What an asshole. And so they're protesting, and they told the store owner, "You need to get rid of her, or we're gonna shut your store down," which is what they should do.
I'm familiar with the story. It's been on the news. I don't know what section, but definitely am familiar with the story. It's unfortunate. That little boy, his daughter, they had him on the news crying. The mother is very upset, as she should be. And this is people were like, this is like kind of like what happened with Emmett Till. Like, thank God it's not back in the days where they hunted him down and beat him. But you can't be lying on little black boys like that. So it's totally
This is from a few years ago?
Not too long ago.
Oh, someone just sent it to me. It didn't happen this recently.
Oh, it's recent. Okay, there was another one that I was reading in my internet search.
Wait, let me pull it up, because someone just sent it to me. I'm glad I didn't say breaking news like everybody else would be doing.
Okay. Yeah, this other one, I don't know if it's the same one, said the same thing. This was in Flatbush. They called this woman Corner Store Caroline.
Yeah, I think that's the one, Spirit.
Okay.
Is there a charge for that? For filing? It's got to be for filing a false police report, right?
God, I hope so. There's no way to, like, if that's a serious.
You can't hold them accountable
If
for
you
that.
knowingly do it, I mean, if they can prove that you knowingly filed a false report, that's one thing.
He obviously did it. They have video evidence that he didn't touch him, literally.
No.
Yeah, that would be knowingly doing it.
We don't want that.
We don't want them to be held accountable. I want to
be just as culpable.
I want to understand what Kimberly's saying. Like, Kimberly,
We don't want things that put impediments that might deter people from filing police reports. That's why.
no, I don't think. Okay, I think we're saying two separate things. I agree. We don't want to put any roadblocks in front of somebody trying to seek justice. However, we do want to hold somebody accountable.
Yeah, so I think it
weaponizing the
requires
justice system.
for sure.
You know?
So I am for getting the lady fired, dragging the lady on social media. Like, I'm for that.
No, legally accountable. Like, she needs to be legally accountable. Otherwise, that happens again and again and again, right? If you're, and you're wasting time and resources at that moment too, right? That officer could have been actually helping someone that truly needed his services.
If I went to that call, she would have got charged with filing a false report.
And the law is there for it. Like, it already exists. And this was posted on January 4th. So it doesn't say the date of the incident, but it was posted on January 4th. But the law is already there, and it should definitely use. They have a similar clause that's in California's sexual harassment
and swatting. Are you familiar with swatting?
But yes, but swatting is knowingly, I mean,
Knowingly lying to law enforcement like she did?
right, knowingly lie, and it's easy to prove.
Well, the video proved that she did not get assaulted. Isn't that easy? That's how a lot of cases are settled. There's video evidence nowadays, right?
Luckily, we have.
It's too hard to get into people's minds.
She should have been charged.
So,
I mean, how hard is it to go, this is video, this is what happened on the video, this is the verdict?
Right, and then you say you were mistaken, and then shame her, drag her.
How are you mistaken?
Kimberly,
you're a woman, right? You know, and I'm not trying to be respectful. Let me say that first and foremost to you at all, Kimberly. But you would know if somebody grabbed your ass or not, right? If we're in the same room, you're not going to think I grabbed your ass. I either grabbed your ass or I didn't. How do you think I grabbed your ass? If not, review the damn tape. You know the tapes exist.
Yeah, the wrongful allegation is bad enough, but for her grotesque intent to implicate a 9-year-old.
Yeah, it's really bad, and she should be socially sanctioned.
Yeah,
Absolutely
canceled.
censured.
This is Canada on
Cancel her.
steroids.
wait, so Kimberly, I'm trying to figure out where you and the others part ways. What are they saying should happen to her that you don't want to happen?
I don't think that we should file charges against her.
Criminal charges, you know?
Criminal charges.
What if they decided to sue her civilly? Would you
I'm
okay
for
with
that.
Okay. Okay.
She should be held legally accountable for blaming a little black boy for a crime he did not commit and knowingly doing so.
Well, so Kimberly already said that she's okay with people suing her civilly.
Oh, I said legally accountable, like criminally
Civil
legal.
lawsuit is legal.
I mean criminally.
So
Put that on her fucking record. We want to know that she does these type of things. So if she does it again, it's documented legally, criminally.
Without the video,
What state is she in?
this is in New York.
Without that video, that little boy may have gotten arrested for assault.
If he would have got misdemeanor, 6 months to a year. If they would have charged it as a felony, which is possible, 2 to 4 years. I just looked it up.
Yeah, so I mean, so Kimberly, why do you disagree with the New York law that allows people who file false police reports to be criminally prosecuted?
Because I think it requires getting into her mind about, if she says, well, I thought that I felt this, right? Then you have to be like, no, you didn't think that you felt this.
Okay.
And how do you adjudicate that?
So 1 second, y'all. So I haven't looked at the elements of these crimes, but they seem to require a showing of intent, and that's what lawyers do. They're tests for proving intent, and people do that all the time. I don't know that I don't know that it'll be that challenging. And they'll either be able to prove intent or not be able to prove that she had the intent to make a false police report. But the law can handle that.
Yeah, I don't think that, I don't like the precedent of that, particularly with regard to sexual assault. I don't. I'm personally uncomfortable. I understand that the law says something different.
But what about all of the terrible things that happen to people who are accused falsely of committing sexual crimes? Aren't you concerned about the consequences they suffer if they've been accused falsely?
The number of, the likelihood that the accusation is provably false is much smaller than the likelihood that the accusation is true. And so because of that, I am wary of things that could possibly deter people from reporting incidents of sexual assault.
Okay, can I ask a question? Would you
Sure.
would you be all right with this 9-year-old being arrested if they had found him guilty and him being placed on a sexual registry for the rest of his life, and knowing that this lady made a false charge against this child?
No, I would not be okay with that.
But how do you
Well,
You can't, so there's no, so the thing is, we are assuming that moving forward with pressing charges against this woman is a deterrent, and I don't believe that that is a deterrent. I don't believe that that is a deterrent from people knowingly accusing people of something, of false sexual assaults. I think that it is much more likely that it is a deterrent that stops people, particularly women, from going to the police if they have been sexually assaulted.
But you're not trying to deter every woman. You're trying to deal with a woman that filed a false police report against a child. This is not trying to stop all women from filing a report of sexual assault. This is a woman knowingly reported a crime to a police officer. And that police officer would have asked her more than once, "Are you sure that this child touched you?" He would have asked her more than once. And if she would have been adamant that she was touched by that child, she could have been arrested for filing a false police report. This have nothing to do.
Sorry, go ahead, Amanda. If you go ahead and finish, I'll just wait.
This have nothing to do with other women. This has something to do with this woman.
And we just feel differently about that.
Right, but a technical thing, Rolando, that I think he said this child could have caught a sexual offense charge that would be on his permanent record, but he's 9. You have to be legal age, right? I mean, or maybe if it's 16 and it's like homicide, but I mean, we're a 9-year-old.
You're right, because like juvenile records can get expunged and they can go away after they become adults. However, he still faced legal exposure for something he didn't do. That's the
right. And thankfully, there was video, and he was cleared of that, and he and his parents should sue for whatever punitive damages or whatever civil liability that woman has. I'm very for that.
Me too. I'm also for criminal accountability for a criminal act.
I just checked it, and it seems that this is what they're reporting, that she acted like she was on the phone with 911, but there is no record of a 911 call. The police never even showed up, and she did end up apologizing. She did cause a lot of trauma and a lot of grief, but the cops didn't even show up. So I don't want to dead the conversation, but I'm looking and looking. I'm like, what happened after? And this is from 2018. So this thing has been circling around for a long time. It's 2025. So what happened was he had a big backpack on, and he walked by her, and his backpack brushed her, and she thought he grabbed her butt.
Who initially submitted this story? Who initially submitted this?
It's everywhere. It's
no. Who initially submitted it to the room right now?
I blame Brian.
Brian, this half-ass story. You giving us half the story. It didn't even really happen. What's going on?
I heard the story, but I want to see what happened. So,
can I actually give you the details here?
Let's go.
Okay, cool. So this is according to my research. So she, I think, faked a phone call. The video of her doing all this went viral. She went back to the corner store, saw the video. She said she apologized, but she called 911 because the mother, she said, was very aggressive towards her. And so that's how the police had got involved. Ultimately, I don't think anything happened in terms of like her getting arrested or anything like that. There was no record of a police report or 911 called from that location during that fake phone call and the alleged groping. but no charges were filed.
You have breaking news in the chat. ICE done shot somebody else. I cannot confirm or deny. This is coming from Curtis in the chat. ICE agents shot a man for swinging a shovel in Minneapolis.
See, Devon, I had to read that and reread that a few times. I think, Curtis, if you come up, or can you clarify, please? Are you saying the man that was shot was trying to run away from someone else who was swinging a shovel?
Yes, let's clarify. Curtis,
If you reread that, it's like who? What?
I do have a today breaking story from El Salvador.
Before you do that, we're going on this one right now. Just give us just a second to vet that story out.
Oh.
I do. Yeah, it's sorry. You know, I do see a news article about it right now. The city of Minnesota announced on Wednesday night there had been a shooting in North Minneapolis involving federal law enforcement. This follows nearly a week of protests following the shooting death of Renee Good, who was shot while driving her car into ICE agents. I'm told by 4 law enforcement sources there has been another ICE-involved shooting in Minneapolis tonight. I'm told ICE was making contact with a target who then allegedly assaulted an officer with a shovel or swung the shovel. Shots were fired and the suspect ran back into the house. No info on if anyone was actually shot, just that shots were fired. That's what it's saying.
Give these ICE agents some tasers. Because they just...
You can't be, if this is true, you can't be swinging a shovel at somebody with a gun. I mean, I'm just saying.
Or anyway, what do you do? Gardening? Like, what's he? You don't just. And I'm assuming it's one of those heavy, like, industrial shovels, right? For deep trenching. I mean, that could definitely be perceived as a weapon.
After everything you've heard about what's going on with ICE recently, why would you pick up a shovel and swing it at them?
Not for nothing. I have a sawed-off shovel handle right next to my door that I keep in the house.
Are you kind of a sawed-off? Go ahead, Ramona.
Yeah, baby.
I respect that.
Did we get the details, or is it okay for me to do like the actual another breaking news story for today?
That's all I could find. If you'd like to move forward, unless other miles will do it.
Well, if everybody's okay, President Boulay in El Salvador opened a brand new maximum security detention center. I don't know if you guys have talked about that today or not. Is his name Boulay, the president?
Kelly.
Huh?
Kelly.
Okay, sorry. See, I didn't know if I was saying it right. I just knew that I was close. But yeah, he opened a whole new maximum security prison or detention center, period. Yeah.
Yeah, what country is this?
El Salvador.
Oh, El Salvador.
Where they were trying to send all those detainees, remember? And they told them to stop the plane and they didn't stop.
Peacock. Yeah.
Yes. Nana boo boo, all that good shit. Yeah. I don't think he's done. I think he's going to be sending some more that way. That was what I found in my little foray into breaking news events for today.
Thank you for that.
y'all tell Gemini somebody was trying to out him about his gel press on his nails? What was it?
Sure did.
Don't think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they just told all your stuff, Gemini.
Yeah, we already come.
Okay, just making sure.
Couple it. No,
I'm
we're here for
listening to A hair talking.
well, message.
Whose phone is vibrating like that?
We're here for the new prediction by Trent, so it's not going to be 24 hours.
Yeah, that's 5 to 7 business days. Yeah, I heard that bullshit.
Yeah, 7.
Amazing.
Was it 7 to 10? I don't know if he asked for the express shipping or not. I think it's.
Express, so it's fine.
That's ground shipping. That's basic ground shipping. Yeah, I heard that bullshit. It was 12 hours, and then he talked to his wife, and whatever other entities he frequently talks to, and then came back 20 minutes later, and it was 5 to 7 business days. Yeah, I heard that bullshit.
They switched to DHL. It was supposed to be.
Yeah, that's Western Telegram. That's what that is.
The CEO wants to give him credit if he ends up being right, but now all of that is out the window.
So I have a prediction. Anywhere from the next second to 150 years from now, there will be a strike in Iran. I'm done.
It is on Polymarket. I was looking, and they got a bunch of them. Will it be Israel first? Will it be the U.S. first? Will it be Israel and U.S. at the same time? Will it be the 16th, the 18th, before the 31st? Like, yo, this shit is wow.
This is all.
There's not betting.
This is all our fault. We're going to get ourselves into the apocalypse, and we're all going to die because of everybody likes Polymarket.
Well, wasn't that
Oh, here comes another fan. Come on up.
Van was talking about that? Like, people are betting on everything, right?
About the addiction and young people betting their lives away.
They're prop bets.
Yeah, that's what it was. Prop bets. Yeah, I didn't know that term, but I had heard about people just addicted to the to gambling, betting on everything.
I have a friend that does a death pool every year. Like at the 1st of January, you have to have all your picks in and in what order they're going to die. And the one that gets the most correct gets a prize, get a cash prize at the end. It's crazy.
Wait, that's.
I think they are going to attack Iran. There are a lot of ducks on the road.
Would you say somewhere between 3 days and 21 days?
Well, the way things are moving in the Middle East and the shifts that are happening, it's as if it's something that's going to happen soon. So all of those bases that are being cleared out in Qatar, around the region, which is something that happened last time when the attack in Iran happened last year. And Israel is moving things closer. So I think it's going to happen soon. The problem is it's just going to be a bit like Venezuela where, okay, fine, they do this one attack, but nothing really changes. No substantial change happens. And the attack is really useless because the ISIS members in Saudi Arabia have been neutralized. They're not necessarily as powerful. Lebanon, a lot has happened in Lebanon that they are more about survival now than trying to fight a war. And so less and less of them are involved in any type of activities, military activities or things like that. And so this so-called attack that the US is trying to do, there isn't much to fight there. So they might attack the same way they did with Venezuela, but things will go back to normal.
Yeah, I disagree. If and when the U.S. strikes Iran, I think they're going to immediately start flinging cruise missiles at Israel. And if they have the hypersonics, they're going to fling those too. and the cookie's going to start to crumble. Iran is they're waiting for us to make a move so that they can attack Israel, and Israel is probably going to overreact, and they're going to be mass civilian casualties, and then the world is going to overreact and say, what the hell is going on? My prediction.
Yeah, but you're missing that Israel is working with the US. And so this attack is not going to be the US only, it's going to be the US with Israel.
You're missing the point that
it's going to be joint operation.
It's in our best interest for it not to be joined, because if Israel in, then you're getting these other countries involved. If it's us and Iran is one thing, but if you involve Israel, that sparks some deeper ties than what we're ready to deal with.
Yeah, but Israel is the one orchestrating all of this.
Oh, I'm not just going to do it.
Miriam,
In the past to
Come on, Miriam.
Iran.
Cut it out.
And so Israel is just following up on something it didn't finish last time.
I
don't know about that.
I think they could be involved, but I just think that if they get involved in any way, it's going to ignite a different type of war than what we're talking about.
Do you know that they're involved in cyber, in propaganda warfare? That they are essentially feeding a lot of these narratives about what's happening in Iran and pushing the idea of bringing the Shah back as the leader. It's all a whole online propaganda, AI propaganda system that's happening in Israel. Behind.
Wait, you just lost me, because I don't know why Israel would want the Shah.
I don't know why you still talking about it. This is lies. Miriam
First
just
lady
making
on
up
top.
stuff. Hey, Miriam, how you doing?
How are you?
That's a nasty word.
Huh? I got your friend here.
Who be that?
Huh?
Who?
What you mean? Oh, now you want to act like you're an owl. I got it.
Who's my friend?
He's giggling and everything.
He's my friend. You're not an owl.
First lady, what's going on?
Miriam been asking about her friend, and now she gonna act like she don't know who her friend is. That's what's going on.
If my friend is there, let my friend speak.
Well, you should speak to your friend. You the one been asking. Hello? What's going on? You scared? Look at you. Just as blushing.
So I don't pretend.
You want me to make you brush, brother?
First lady, please. I'm not as smart as you all. Y'all are, geopolitical experts. I'm not. I do remember though, people talking about when Trump ordered the assassination of that one Iranian military official. Similar things about this is going to escalate and Iran, bombed the base and this is going to lead to this and that. All I'm saying is, y'all just relax. Like, one of the reasons why I teach Trent is not because what he's saying could never ever happen, but the confidence with which he speaks about these things. Like, y'all gotta, it'd be one thing if you're bringing sources and you say, hey, according to this, but unless y'all are like, in the stuff, y'all speak with such confidence, I don't know where that comes from. It just, I don't know, it just seems a little...
Trent is different. Trent, he's got something going on.
Yeah, but some of the folks on stage be talking as if y'all know what's gonna happen. And I'm just asking where. Like, where are you, what sources are you using to connect these dots? I think it's one thing to say, hey, this is what I think is gonna happen. But there's just a level of confidence about some of these things. And then there's no sort of, or maybe I'm not here when it happens.
but people make these sort of predictions, you know, with degrees of certainty, and then there's no sort of coming back to the statement and saying, you know what, that was wrong. Maybe I need to recalibrate how I see these predictions unfolding. I need to sort of, that's all that's all I'm saying. If you know, like, just share where you're getting all the confidence from. Because ain't none of y'all journalists.
Trent has boots on the ground, brother. He has boots on the ground. Inside sources, confidential, classified, and we're privileged to receive it on this here state, sir.
It's Clubhouse covert ops.
Lord have mercy.
Brother, whatever you were playing in the background was sounding like the Grammys when they're trying to get you to finish talking. Did anyone else hear them stream in the background playing?
The orchestral, yes.
Well, I will say I'm skeptical because Trump has just come out and said that he's skeptical of Reza Pahlavi. And we know that Israel wants Reza Pahlavi to take over. So it seems like Trump is not all in on.
What happened? You muted yourself.
She's thinking a matrix swallowed her.
Okay, so I'll say this. What Trent said is actually being reported. I found it. So the Abraham Lincoln Pentagon ordered the deployment of the USS Abraham Lincoln and the ships of Carrier Strike Group 3 to the Middle East on January 14th, which is today, escalating tensions between Israel and Iran. And we have the Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer transited the Arabian Gulf as of January 13th, armed with Aegis system and Tomahawk missiles. And from the South China Sea, yesterday, the U.S. ordered warships to leave the South China Sea and redeploy to the Middle East following the closure of Iranian airspace. So we are sending ships that way, but we need to stay out of it. We need to stay out of it. Let the people on the ground deal with it. These other Arab nations should get involved. They said we should no longer be the police of the world. And y'all stay trying to be the police of the world. America first. Send ships to Iran. America first. People, over 1.3 or some odd million people that lost their health care coverage because premiums have gone up. It's a fucking circuit.
The Arabs are not going to get involved. I don't see that happening. The attack that just recently happened in Syria, the Middle Eastern countries who work with the U.S. were part of it, meaning they were supporting the U.S. soldiers. Lebanon was one of the countries that was involved in that attack on Syria that happened over the weekend when they went and attacked Syria. And so they're going to watch this. It would be almost similar to Venezuela, where you just hit a few targets and then that's it.
I disagree with you. This is a different situation.
This is way
Let them kill each other. Fuck them. Let them deal with it. Iran should stay. Israel should stay out of it. We should stay out of it. Let them have people have their revolution and deal with it on their own.
But didn't you know Trump's all about stopping wars? Like he stopped 8 wars, don't you know?
Eternal. People fighting against their government. It's not like 2 countries are at war. Let Iran solve Iran's issues, deal with themselves.
Sometimes I think maybe we just shouldn't say certain things out loud. We could think it, but speaking it as...
That's rich considering we was talking about 15-inch dicks earlier. Nobody said...
Wait, what?
Oh my God, we go in there and pay mom stigmatization. Come on.
Really? You were having a discussion like that?
Look at Mariam.
They were.
Oh, yeah, there's that thing
Hey, what? Listen, there was Paul in another room asking, is yours triggered?
Marion, you know what?
I gotta
Booming. Just y'all gotta boom. No, you know what? This, in fact, don't boom it. This is what y'all deserve. Marion, one mic on you. Continue.
No, I have nothing. We're just saying you can go in that room and
I'm not letting it go. Because Miriam likes to like go up to the line. She doesn't cross the line, but she likes to every once in a while like throw a little dirt on the line. You know, make the line obscure. She goes right to the line and then she'll pull back. Yeah, no. And then we all outrage. Nope, not today. Go ahead, Miriam.
there is no
This is what they deserve.
Yeah.
They deserve this.
Well, if Miriam's not going to take the mic, I just want to say, as I was sitting here and I was reminiscing,
I'll boom it, First Lady. I'll boom it. Don't do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm about to tell you my infamous boom of all times in 2025. Mud and a person that was previously named something else. Wrote in the chat, this conversation is ass, and the person started going off. And I boomed it.
Yes, I remember that.
That shit was funny.
Left them feeling naked in the hallway. That's cold.
They was like, this conversation is ass. And the person read it, they was mad as hell. They just started going crazy. Oh, man. That was some good times. I don't know why that came out of the blue, but yeah. But yeah, go back to the geopolitics. I don't know. Listen. What Divine just said, you know, I thought about that because I was thinking, like, when I'm watching this, you know, stuff over here and I'm looking at ICE, and I'm like, well, who gonna save us? If they turn on us, which they already are, who gonna come get us?
You sound like that lady on Real Housewives. You sound like a lady on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Who gonna check me, boo? Like that's ICE energy right now.
Yeah.
The government and the president is supporting everything that they do. Nobody's gonna save you. The DOJ is backing them. So yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about out of country. I'm talking about the other people in different countries. Like, if we're going over to Iran to help their protesters, come over here to help our protesters.
Oh, but no, wait, because Donald Trump doesn't really care about human rights. He doesn't care about those people getting killed and steamrolled and shot in the head. Like, that's just a pretext for whatever he's doing, whatever he wants to do.
Miss First Lady, I know you're not about clicking links, but if you look up that video with Sasha Riley, you will hear how monstrous Trump is and how many fucks he does not give about humanity. Just saying. He is a horrendous piece of... I'm gonna be quiet.
I'd appreciate that quietness. Kimberly as well as Ramona, I'm not saying that he does, but I'm saying who's going to come help save us? That's the question.
Nobody, you're on your own, kid.
That's it. Okay. Hence why I believe why Divine was saying what he was saying. Go ahead.
Just gonna say Second Amendment's gonna say let's grab your rifles.
Oh.
That was valid, First Lady. We on the same page. Right? If it gets to a point where everybody's like, you know what, enough is enough. Let's go outside. There's nobody to help us. There ain't no country gonna say, let's go help the U.S. citizens that are protesting.
Right. I'm just saying. I was
That's
thinking
a
about
wrap.
that.
It's a wrap. And from what they describe, the weapons used in the extraction of the Venezuelan president, they said they used sound waves to have people on the ground, unable to move, bleeding from mouth and nose. They had weapons that were firing rounds that they said that it felt like, so we don't know the actual speed, but they said it felt like 200 to 300 rounds per minute. Like, I don't know how into weapons you are, but that is fucking insane. If they decide to bring anything towards us and we think that we have our Second Amendment and we're ready to exercise it and it's going to help us in any way, shape, form, or fashion, we're mistaken. There's nobody that can help us. If they turn on us, it's a fucking wrap. And that's the little technology they unleash now. Who knows what they're actually sitting on? Who knows?
As being told.
There's no fight to be had. There's no fight to be had. There's no fight to be had.
Doomsday talk.
I'm sorry. I'm just being realistic. I'll mute. I like to think I'm pretty tough. I'm real armed, capable, but
Well, everything is doomsday if you want to be honest, Mr. Spiritus.
What are you talking about? I was talking about the Pantone color of the year earlier. That wasn't Doom.
We're born dying, Spiritus. It's a countdown.
It's the inevitable. My mother used to always say, sure enough, as you come into this world, sure enough, you gotta leave this world.
I'm just trolling. Don't go further down this doomsday tunnel.
No, what I'm saying is simple. With you're talking about doomsday as if others aren't facing doomsday now. Like they're executing people in the middle of the street. That is what I call doomsday for those people. And we're watching this unfold live. See, it's one thing to read about it in history books and not actually witness or see in real time. But you turn on your TV and you turn on your local news, they got shots of it. You turn on your national news, they got shots of it. You turn on your TikTok, you turn on your Instagram, any and every social media. So it's kind of hard not to talk about, a day of doom. Now, that doesn't mean that it's, eternal, that it's going to continuously happen. But,
Let me ask this, and Curtis, please don't put in the chat about we're all going to die. Don't do that, bro. Don't articulate that around me. I will remove your ass. I don't fuck with that. But is anybody actually doing any active prepping? Not that it's going to save you long term, but if something happens and you have to survive for short term, are you capable of doing so, or you think that's overkill to actually prep in that manner?
I don't think I ever got out of prepping mode from COVID. I think I've just built onto it a bit. I keep at least 6 cases of water in the house. I started stocking up on canned fruits and vegetables and different things that you don't necessarily have to cook, or and things that are easy to prepare, things that last, non-perishables. I know that's probably horrible, but if you're hungry, you're asked to come eating some processed food. And I also have 3 different kinds of rice and beans in 25-pound containers. I just put all my beans together and make like a multi-bean soup whenever I want to do that. But
you have any MREs?
No, I haven't. I'm not as fond of those as some people are.
Like way too far.
The only thing I could stomach was chicken a la Kino. This motherfucker.
stop sign it.
That's it. But yeah.
We're scaring the non-preppers. I'm prepped too, but I'm not going to go down how prepped I am. We'll just return the conversation to everything is going to be good. You guys can have McDonald's in the morning. I'll go home.
There you go. I don't need McDonald's in the morning, but we all have our own private plans and our own personal situations.
Do you have a private jet?
No.
Who doesn't have a paycheck? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. The worst we got it the worst in New York. They got us right where they want us. So I don't know what.
They look. They just got mad at me. You got.
I don't care. I'm on
He talking about Lonnie.
Just so y'all know, you talking about tomorrow. Just so y'all know, the way they got us caged in is diabolical.
Y'all from Essex, there is no escaping in New York, so y'all shouldn't even come.
You have a motorcycle.
Oh, Lord.
You have a motorcycle. You can get the fuck out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm definitely out on my bike,
That's
but I
actually a
got
good idea, Spiritus.
That's why I keep several bikes. I keep several bikes just in case. But yeah, you gotta cross a bridge or you gotta go through a tunnel. There's no escaping it. To get to mainland USA, these boroughs are locked in.
Wait, are you in Long Island?
No. Yeah, I'm in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay, that's Long Island.
I can either go to the Long Island and hit a dead end, but for me to get to mainland USA, I gotta go to New Jersey. Or I gotta get upstate. Yeah. Other than that, we are landlocked in these here 5 boroughs.
Learn how to hotwire a boat, and there you go.
Yeah, could always do a boat. That's true.
Hotwire somebody's boat and get out of there.
Go down to Myrtle Beach, so go down to Virginia. Yeah. But yeah, they got us good. But it is what it is.
They don't have you good anyway. You have your own so good. You chose to live there. You choose to stay.
I'm staying. I'm gonna stay. You know, I ain't worried about it. A lot of people, should it get to that point, people are going to panic. They're gonna be stuck.
And do have an internet food source with the rats.
That was nasty.
Get your rat traps. Get your rat traps ready. You will eat them.
Today we have rat tartar.
You guys can joke all you want.
You put salt and pepper on it?
It's the same as the Chinese food y'all used to. It's all in the program.
Right. It's not sauce.
Go
Put some teriyaki on the rats. Got it.
I was like,
Rat teriyaki.
Yeah, I'm not attached to the grid over here, so I'm fine.
I'll tell you right now, I'm in Oakland, so if there's one place I would want to be, if it goes down, Oakland is the city. Like, they will protest, they will fight back. We already got the Black Panther movement ready to start back up. We could.
not only that, but we have like 85% sunshine right throughout the year. Can you say so?
Oakland is going to be a death trap. Everybody is armed. They're going to kill you. You don't have to worry about Oakland. You shut down the grid, they're going to turn on each other and kill you.
Nah, we got each other out here.
Nah, they're already robbing.
We already got Bloods and Crips up here.
My cousin was shot. My cousin is a paraplegic because he lives in Oakland. Like literally, he got shot in his spine outside of his apartment. Like that's
Oh my
Oakland.
God, I can't.
Sorry to hear that.
Let me turn the subject.
Yeah, Oakland is deadly, brother.
We don't have to look here, Gemini. We could be terrible.
It's true. Where's the positive energy? We need some positive vibes. Somebody flood positive vibes.
I bring close to Lake Tahoe and it's
Just
beautiful.
death and doom and paralyzed cousins. What's going on?
No, Gemini,
It's not me. I'm a happy-go-lucky person, brother.
bring something up. You're like, hey, does anybody have a bunker? Hey, my friends are hey, come on. That's your
He's right. He's actually kind of right. I'm gonna go on mute.
No, actually, I was the one that asked for the bunker. I was asking if I had one, and if you could send me the location.
Exactly.
You know, location.
We all know what it is.
It's possible to build a bunker.
Gemini has a bunker?
You know, for my. I have jumped into a bunker before for survival, so don't worry.
To a banker.
She's jumped into a bunker
No, I
before to survive.
So firstly, I'll have something that's a little bit lighter.
You coming to Richard Smallwood's farewell?
I'm not, but you know I'm gonna watch that on YouTube though.
To pivot the conversation, do you think we're actually going to have midterms? Because I think he's not concerned about it because he's definitely.
Wait a minute, that sounds like more doomsday.
Yeah, they're
Gemini,
that's where it's all about.
There you go. What's going on?
That is true. I tried.
What were you saying, Brian?
Darkness to darkness.
Gemini's gonna be like, is anybody drinking water? You know.
opinion, is that Ari Lennox has been really pushing this. Martin was a horrible show.
How did you think you were going to say her name wrong? It's A-R-I.
Oh, I thought I said wrong. My bad. This is about the rat joke. So Ari Lennox has been pushing this. Martin was a horrible show, and it was very colorist, and the way they treated Pam was horrible. What are your thoughts on that? Because I think
Pam was fine as wine. What are you talking about? Pam was delicious. What are we talking about?
It was funny.
Did he overdo it by making fun of her on the show? I don't think he did. I don't think the show was colorist.
Nah, he was into Pam.
Huh?
Oh, Pam.
Yeah, I don't think he was into Pam. I just
he
think
wasn't
he just
into
wanted to
Pam.
fight with her.
They had a little weird relationship. It seemed there was some tension there.
She would make fun of his ears. She would clown on him for being short. She had good comebacks.
Exactly.
I think the whole thing is stupid.
But wait a minute, most of the time she was starting it.
Right. She was like Little Man and all those different things.
Yeah. It's just like, you know,
through the
Concrete and Hurricane.
Yeah, you know you pick on a person that you really cool with. Like that's how it is in the hood. Like this is girl I grew up with. Every time I see her, I be like, what up, Bigfoot? Oh, your head is big. Like we would always throw shots at each other. But that's my homie, you know? And we play those games, play the dozens, whatever y'all want to call it, ranking on each other. That's what it was. I didn't think it was.
Some people just want to be relevant. Now, why would she say that was colorist?
It was very odd. But it's actually.
Because I don't remember him making no light or dark skin jokes.
Nah, they were like brother and sister, but I don't remember no light and dark skin colorism being in play at all.
You sure you read this right?
No. This is the thing, for real. Like I can
Kamari put it in the chat. Kamari said it was a horrible show, but that the degradation of Pam as a character, as well as Shanae, came from a colorist. Man, Ari, go.
Shanae was the first Medea.
Let's talk about it, Ari.
Shanae was Medea #1.
And Shanae was him. He just so happens to be brown. What's going on?
You supposed to make him so light when he did it? Like what's?
Whatever.
And Shanae made fun of Gina way more than she made fun of Pam. Now I think about it.
Yeah, because Shanae really wanted Martin.
Right. That's what
Brother Man representing all the black men when he came down just begging for food? Is that what we're gonna say now?
No, he wasn't begging, he was stealing. Remember
so now he represents that's the colorism.
He was an honest thief though. He was like, I just ate that sandwich.
Yeah, he just wanted the sandwich.
That sandwich was good.
Just like you. Hey, Martin.
I think he was high. I think he was
My
high.
brother from Fifth Flow, definitely. He definitely was high as a kite.
Bro, man, is that my role, bro, man?
Shit, my bad.
That was a great show. I mean, it was sad the way it ended with the sexual harassment charges that man forced her to.
No spoilers.
Are you kidding? I knew you didn't say no spoilers.
You said it like it's in theaters right now. This is a troll. You gotta watch it. He's a refined troll, though. He's smooth with it. He's a troll.
Next thing you know in the Bible, no spoilers, Brian. I ain't got back.
I haven't got to the Revelations yet.
You say he come back from the dead?
Send me your location.
Y'all generation is like averse to admitting intercultural biases.
Get him, Kamari. Get him.
Interracial biases. I mean, listen, y'all believe, you can believe what you want to believe.
Intercultural biases.
You believe what you want to believe.
I was open to talking about it, Kamari, without arguing.
What do you you mean you're open to talk about it? What color are you? Are you light skinned? Are you brown skinned? Are you dark skinned?
Have you took the room nigga test, Brian?
First lady.
Huh?
I said I'm a dark skinned brother.
If you had to pick between chicken and duck, which one you going for, Brian?
So first of all, I don't do the colorist thing.
Chicken or duck? Chicken or duck, sir?
I'm vegan, so that's number one.
But if you weren't vegan, would it be chicken or duck?
It would definitely be chicken.
Neither.
It would definitely be chicken.
Wait a minute, do we know that you were
What
vegan?
does it mean?
Yeah, I got attacked for that before.
Oh, you did? Okay, because I was gonna doubt you were vegan, because usually it comes up in every conversation.
Yeah, I'm not one of those vegans. I'm real quiet about it. I don't be like, hey, I'm vegan. Stop talking like that.
Right, you're just asking about Kamari. Here she is.
Oh, hey, no, Kamari has the mic. Go ahead.
Hi.
One mic on you, Kamari.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Oh, welcome, Mary.
Welcome to the
You're
stage.
saying, thank you. You're saying you don't do the color thing, and like Ari Lennox was pointing out, this, she's not in the silo by herself. When I was younger, I could definitely understand watching Martin. I'm a Gen Z, so like just watching reruns when my mom was watching, and I could see the divide. Gina, this light-skinned girl who was, pedestalized, and Martin always punched down on Pam.
Let me go.
I don't know, the obvious, well, that's okay, First Lady.
I know what's okay. I don't need you to tell me what's okay. Don't start with me.
I'm not starting any.
Then don't tell me what's okay. I know what's okay and what's not okay. And you talking to me is not okay.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to have a conversation. I wasn't trying to like.
Well, I already said I didn't want to have a conversation because I think it's foolish.
Well,
and you are entitled to your opinion.
So is it okay to be like entitled to an opinion that maybe you don't agree with, but like to still like have a back and forth?
No, because I don't want to have the conversation in this space about colorism. Brian brought it up. I told him to shut it up, and we moved on. You came on stage. You never come on stage.
Well, I was asked like, oh, I want to have a conversation by Brian.
And who is Brian?
Someone that's on the stage that
okay, and he has what? And what does he have? Nothing. So he's not the executive producer. I am. Not Brian.
Okay, sure.
Talking about some colorism. And he didn't even talk about her color.
Switching topics, instead of colorism, have you heard about what's going on with the tendernism, First Lady?
That's a good story.
You was talking about the other day?
Yeah, but right now, that like after Keith Lee, are you familiar with who Keith Lee is? The food,
the man that cooked the ribs?
No, the food critic. He's a food critic.
Oh, he's a critic. No.
We've talked about him before, First Lady.
He's a very famous.
I know him.
I'm just going to explain it to you so she can have context, all right? So, First Lady Keith Lee is a very famous food critic. Like, the restaurants die to have him come to the restaurants because if he gives it a good review, you're going to get sold out. Like, you're going to reap the benefits. So, he's highly sought after, but he doesn't compromise his integrity by allowing a restaurant to pay for him to come and review. He chooses where he goes autonomously, right? If he wants to go there, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Right? So when you have him there, it's kind of a big deal. Like, not kind of a big deal, I'm being facetious. Like, it's a very big deal to have him there. And when he went to Destination Smokehouse, which is that's the restaurant that's been viral, the tendernism and all that stuff, he went there, he gave it a fair review. He really liked the oxtails. He didn't like the sides. I actually agreed with his review. It was pretty spot on. I've ate it multiple times. But the controversy came when he tried to contact Unc before he left, which is the draw, right? He's the viral sensation there. He tried to contact Unc and give him a $4,000 tip, right? That's his thing. He gives them large tips, right? If he likes the restaurant. So when he went to try to do it, he wasn't allowed to contact Unc. They said he was in the middle of filming a podcast and he left. And through that video, I guess a lot of people realized that they started kind of deeming Unc as a mascot instead of the actual owner, right? Like he was being exploited on some level by his partner, who is Nick, right? He's not actually white; he's Hispanic, but white adjacent. So with that being said, there's been a lot of pushback and a lot of different reviewers are saying now they don't want to support the restaurant, and it's like the viral aspect of it is almost turning against them because they're saying they don't want to support it because they feel like it's exploitation. He's utilizing this black man for his own financial gains and things of that nature. So that's become a pretty big story recently.
But he offered him $4,000, and then what happened? Is my phone cutting off?
Can you hear you? Yeah, can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
Can you? Okay. Basically, he tried to give them $4,000 after his review, and the owner blocked him from being able to give the $4,000 to.
He blocked him.
They was in a different room, had security guards outside the room. I guess they were shooting the podcast. Like Uncle literally walked around with security guards at this point. And so that's how the narrative began that, hey man, this white guy is using him to the point where he only let him receive a $4,000 tip because he's utilizing him at that point. You get it?
And so the thing to add though, it wasn't a bad review, but there was something the guy didn't like about the review. There was one particular part.
Well, Nick didn't like the fact that he said he cut the meat so it looked like it was falling off the bone, that was more of a gimmick than actual tender rib. So Nick pushed back against that. So it's a double up. You're going against a very, 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 very popular food critic from our culture who's also saying that you're utilizing or insinuating that you're utilizing your black chef or somebody you're saying is a partner, but he's not. You're kind of using him as a mascot and a gimmick for yourselves. So that combination right there is what's causing them to get so much pushback right now.
Insane. Where are these people located?
Southern California. It's a small city called Murrieta.
Y'all Californians is crazy. Sorry.
Could be.
And tangentially, the way that he kind of got into it, because he used to be an MMA fighter. So when he would travel on the
you're talking about Keith Lee? Yeah, he did.
Oh, is that a different guy?
Oh, you're talking about Keith? You're right. Keith used to be an MMA fighter. You're right. Keep on.
Yeah, and so he was trying to eating food at different places around the world. And that's how he got into the whole like food tasting. And then there was a big controversy someplace in Atlanta that like not a year ago or 2 years ago, where he ordered the food, he ate it in the car because he sent his family in, I think, and then the family was like, oh, well, you gotta wait like an hour for a table. Keith walks in and they're like, oh, well, you can sit down right away. He's like, I don't want that special kind of treatment. So that's one of the things that they had in the review, and then there was a whole like video of the owners like trying to clown him, and then they got clapped back, from the internet.
Did they get shut down?
I don't think if they talk out. Look at
or they closed their doors or something. I know what you're talking about. I remember there being more than just the average pushback to the point where it impacted their business. Either they closed their doors or they had a significant decrease. I don't remember which.
The reason why I'm a little distracted, there was another shooting in Minneapolis involving a federal officer.
The one with the shovel or another one outside the shovel?
I don't know. What shovel you talking about?
I read an article earlier about the guy that was swinging a shovel, Venezuelan, I think they said, was swinging a shovel, and then they fired shots at him. He ran back in the house, and they didn't know if he was shot or not at that time. Is that the same?
Oh no, this person jumped in their car, and now they said the person crashed his car.
This is getting crazy.
So you saying that there was a person with a shovel?
Mm-hmm. Curtis had put that in the chat earlier, then I looked it up, and I found the article. It wasn't very definitive because it was an ongoing story that was still progressing. But it did say that he grabbed the shovel. They said the man was Venezuelan. They said he grabbed the shovel, he swung it at the ICE officers, who fired in return multiple times. Then he ran back into the house, and they weren't sure if they had hit him or not, because they had, he's in the house at this point.
I want to say something. I'm not exactly, I've observed a lot of different cities which have black people in it, and the population is effectively decreasing at a remarkable rate. Yet you see a lot of black people wanting to get involved in political issues that don't directly concern them. Why is that? I mean, do we have some kind of self?
I don't know. Just jumped right in front of me asking her just to give her clarity and trying to give her.
So why do we have almost like that?
You don't wait. Get the fuck down, bro. Like the fuck.
Yeah. Weird. Can I ask a question?
Right before you do, Ramona, First Lady, were you clear on what I was speaking on as far as the?
Yeah, you said you went back into the house, so that's one from what I'm reading. Oh my God. Okay, wait a minute. So it does say federal officer shot suspect in Minneapolis after shovel ambush.
Okay, so that's the one.
That's what they showing right now, but when I was reading it, it said something about somebody jumped in the car and then there was a car crash.
Maybe he ran back out the house and entered a vehicle. I don't know. Let me look it up.
I don't know, but I'm looking at all these icemen standing in the middle of the street, I guess where the incident was, and they have this yellow tape up, and they all standing in line. They got their whole gear on. It looks crazy. I would not want to be living there right now. Oh my God.
What I don't understand is how, if he swung a shovel at them, let's go with this. It's a 6 foot long handle. I have one. Okay, how would they not know if they shot him or not if he's swinging a damn shovel at them? He's got to be close enough. They knew if they shot him.
They know now. I'm reading it right here. It says the department. It says the Department of Homeland Security in a statement said federal officers were conducting a quote targeted traffic stop in the quote around 6:50 p.m. Sources told Fox 9 the shooting happened in the 600 block of the 24th Avenue North in Minneapolis, which is about 4.5 miles from where Renee Good was fatally shot on January 7th. Department of Homeland Security said the person assaulted the officer before being shot. The Fox News reporter Bill Mlugan says the person who was shot is stable and now in custody. The officer involved is also at the hospital. DHS says the extent of the officer's injuries are not known. That's what it says.
Oh, so the officer, what happened to the officer?
I'm not sure. They weren't very clear in this article about what happened to him.
You got by the shovel.
Yeah, I guess this the shovel.
So he did connect with the shovel.
It says at 9:21, federal officials, started moving people back. Federal officials are physically moving people who flocked to the scene of the shooting back away from the scene. Federal officials previously used chemical irritants on the crowd, so they're pepper spraying them. 9:02 p.m., crowd is growing in response to shooting. Crowds are growing to join protests after another person was shot by ICE in Minneapolis. Protesters are shooting at ICE, or shouting. Well, I shouldn't say shooting. Protesters are shouting at ICE agents, telling them to leave. So there's an ongoing confrontation, sounds like, between them and they've used tear gas.
So they're just going to turn it into another nothing burger because what did they call it? A federal official was injured. So it's going to be a nothing burger that they shot a man, whether he was here legally or not.
Trish, come to the stage if you're saying ICE just shot somebody here 30 minutes ago, because we don't have context. Where's here? What was the circumstances? What's the context?
Yeah, here in Minnesota, it was a 12-year-old kid.
Oh, shit.
I guess they were stopped, and I don't know exactly what happened, but yeah, it was a 12-year-old kid, and they rushed him to the hospital.
Oh, no.
That's why I'm very irritated right now. There's too much going on here. Shit is crazy.
Thank you.
Oh, you're there?
Yes, I've been here on
Oh, you're the one with the 32,000 views. Did the views ever go up?
Yeah, how many views did you top out at?
Where are we at right now? 64,000.
Okay, alright.
So, what were you saying about that street? Because Patty kept saying you were saying it was a one-way, but what were you saying again?
I was just pointing out the bike lane, and the fact that it's a one-way street, and just the fact that, you know, there was another lane that was open, but we all seen the video, the evidence. She was, in fact, blocking the road, you know what I mean? But I still don't want it to be, you know, a death sentence. It's like, what the hell? But, you know, I guess there's just a lot of shit going on. But yeah, I don't know. Right now, I'm just thinking about what's going on in the black community. Someone was literally just shot a kid. And yeah, it's now the black folks is outside. So, you know, it's just like.
So wait, you saying the 12-year-old was a black kid?
No, I believe he was Hispanic. Yeah, he was Hispanic. But they're also saying it was a woman too that was shot. But I'm just trying to get more information before I just, give I need the truth to even say what it is. But I just know I did get confirmation that it was a 12-year-old kid. I just don't know about the other person. Or if there was another person.
That's not good.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I just been working home, work home. I ain't gonna lie, I even got to the point I'm carrying my birth certificate just in case, cause they not just going, they don't have a list of people they going after. They pulling up for anybody who even look a certain way. Shoot, like the other day, I ain't gonna lie, parked outside of my boyfriend's house. They done drove past, I had on my little, African scarf or whatever. Drove past, boom, turned right back around. I'm like, okay, hold on. I had to tell them to hurry up, cause who? Yeah, it's crazy.
First lady, did you hear about the ICE agent that was caught up in the underage sex trafficking sting in Minnesota?